Kodoko aye unveiling bi na a player ben ochina before Kodoko ni vision Kotoko be pa omo player back home entuma had to folk every set or say player ben biem and a phobia ebe panon to man and chantistic and stain Samuel Edorson Sir Laka the legend to Mr. Kwablegend fina na ebe moderation no kopem se dumie nu ebe bo and to keep your messages coming. WhatsApp no 0551 444 933 0551 444 933 and no WhatsApp message abetimi dia ba nemu se a video na obeso de ba masa Joe Bomo bia hwe no te nkan dia 0244 263 902 0244 263 9020 to keep your messages coming. Where you are so unyejina na you're too far. Never in summer, so uncle for a cruise. So you shall say at the free Saudi Arabia and Saudi Pro League, you know, one match echo so na Bobo Kennedy at the Al Nasa or more any Al Tawun a boy match no acquire draw or league na 11 points and a separating I Hilal Muda first any Al Nasa or more at the fourth. Now so football here won't mean can say BBA impossible. BBA possible say besi football league, you know. I want truly 11 points. Now so Al Nasa won't mean and right till omo off. Yanko Frankfurt and other before omo match omo any Dortmund bono Mahmoud Omar Mamouche na enra before the game no omo niema fe ema no after the game so omo ejana kwan kama pa enti Omar Mamouche and ohwe no our Kessben. So just after the game one of the players you know and the fans no edinkra from Frankfurt Augustina kind Eddie Ama Man City. Mummy and Yema a course so Frankfurt. Frankfurt for any aiding classes and the next destination England. Man City to be precise a ho and a Mamouche ebesi akanya and no the playmate no and enjoy and no any easy commercial dot when I come in no omo antimi ante another player and so was social amani move no I complete creature Quarvascalia or no every Georgia or bo at the Napoli and Wada and Napoli for so it me a jano quine a manico DP as Jasway na why medicals BBR and so avianti and Wada Varascalia a PSG or mon Asheni New Jersey and now drew ye and a timer or my video on the unveiling in our hair our Kessben television. So Jersey number 7 and a creature Quarvascalia ever say at the Aman PSG the new club Bermanik Aswaya and a Yerko now Alfonso Davis Omamani improved offer. Boy, you know, he is torn between Madrid and then the current club Bayern Munich. The contract ni ewu summer year na another or the picture be to social media no na where our Kessben television so into a curtain and nyina and na or the better was say new contract bring it on enti mo na already meaning say ni agent no empesa best and contract Bayern Munich no ne kwabia nso any because any offer na Bayern Munich at the about table no so no Alfonso Davis and ni entourage no omon enya gia to me say contract no lucrative bibia head towards boy ni staying e wo Bayern Munich come aso ye Bayern Munich Thomas Muller Omobeba boy no kwan so obedi decide in the future at the end of the season say Thomas Muller can say or retire there and omeja na kwan kra nebom say okaso person will stay for one more year ome extend the contract no nebom ni weekly wage no omo ebete so na the contract extension no omo enso aye ho adwuma another player Birmingham for her so metimi ama the contract no arane aye Joshua Kimmich na Liverpool ene Madrid boy na so say the contract no me many extend until date officer Birmingham Eddie ama Joshua Kimmich ni nya no boy no enya responde or her other options and sana the contract no so be sign and as on renew no and and want some so timi e decide AC Milan and the car worker Dino Milan for be say omo for car worker on loan na season ba na wie ya omo akwakoto no enti initially a loan deal and AC Milan and Man City omo edi ho nkomo na omo de ahyem say at the end of the season no ne ba no so ani kwa de a omo mema Saudi no enso etimi aye permanent all ho no obeka Erling Haaland oye former player Emma Chelsea obo Madrid and of Belgium omo national team no Hazard say eba no shooting a player obekwa na chi bet pa Fede Valverde or saying shooting for my perfect player I'm going with Fede Valverde. This guy is crazy. Where and in sama Erling Haaland waka at the afa Fede Valverde who say Fede or tender or power will two pass or toa ayana goalkeepers no pina intimi enya home baby and AC Milan era Chelsea aso for Joao Felix Milan Jatum say Marcus Rashford boy no ase ne trimu ne komo ni nyina no akokoye Barca anu nti Milan for no be say omo eja na chidi omo so be say match time kra on Rashford anu nti omo so e Chelsea aso ye Milan omo player ho a initial loan with option or obligation to buy. Sadly, Pepe na omo de ba Chelsea so some pay Joao Felix on loan. Now at the end of the season, omo and so etimi decide. Now Old Trafford, Man United home grounds no on stadium no and befite Man United omo a top club. United Sir Jim Ratcliffe any honest no per se omo extension omo expanded stadium capacity and nti omo ama developers aba behwe say omo etimi e de plan for aba na Old Trafford Man United stadium no omo ehwe na omo etimi ebiemu na ne status no and Man United as a club no and so am etimi efanti omo betwima akobe say 10,000 capacity 100,000 capacity and no any new plan Old Trafford United epese omo and so Juan Porter Barca president Super Cup no Barca Madrid by 5-2 now before the game I promise omo say omo team Super Cup na player bia benya bonus enti 100,000 euros and no any bonus at Barca at the Emma winners of the Spanish Super Copa na fei omo technical team members no omo enya 10,000 euros wey any sika Juan Porta pesa or the Emma Barca because Super Cup no omo na etimi age esi omo na so Hans Flick manager Emma Barca and no we share some for in 2 matches Barca actually 10 goals now almost 5 against Madrid and almost also 5 wabramo Copa del Rey any Betis and a boy na Hans Flick say and na match omo Hetafe bono bia na goals Barca be she no ankwa kodu wabeka super so kwa na boy no future etisen o se besi ne Ansu Fati man nim me catch and say obeso free Barca ekosi akan ema another club oye player or free Barca omo Ela Masia na ombeso omo help boy no ema no so develop a better player enti Ansu Fati man ho emeka say obeso free Barca asoye enso eko Ronald Araujo Barca captain on he is on the verge of extending his new deal. Barca, the contract, Barca, and then I can want some pa. Nanka nan say, Ebetoja Senka or Juve. Nan so Barca, I'm a convinced boy, I'm a Ronald Araujo or stay, I'm a contract, and Chakrabe official say, well, extending or remaining as Barca or a player. Ochna and a Las Palmas, and a Madrid airball, nan Diego Martinez, a Las Palmas coach, or so a canocre. Time with and the right moment to play Madrid. Barca attraction Madrid by 5-2 in the Clasico and just last Thursday in the Spanish Copa del Rey. Real Madrid winning 5-2 there. Now so Celta Vigo a hot game. Anunti and then a Madrid players no and ya brepa until way and yam repa or say Las Palmas and then Madrid ebo. Now so omo say boxes said my test ne twade ne kanwa wontim answer ne some motivation na pe ene ochina omo ede Bernabeu said ye be ya omo ebetimi awini eno Diego Martinez coach Las Palmas nsema ode atujan enra ye be kan say Camavinga pra na Camavinga pra na we pra no obetuna fie close to 3 weeks na matches are obemese no Las Palmas game eba so Las Palmas game na eba so ochina no obemese na afei other games no Salzburg in the Champions League, Valladolid, Brest, Espanyol. We mo any games Camavinga and so ebemese na ochina match no Carlo Ancelotti decided said David Alaba after almost a year what because of injury no ochina dia kwanya ba obema na nya glimpses obema na bam na obesi akanka kra ama Real Madrid Thibaut Courtois Belgium ni Odama Madrid decided say and a coach Domenico Tedesco and can undergo and fan Emma Belgium and rather and the Red Devils of Belgium and the coach no atom kwanta pai ama Thibaut Courtois na adwene wasesa no say coach no ekonkwa dia ene oya available say subsequent games no obetimi abeda goal post no ama Belgium omo national team no according to Kouakrat and the Marca omo as a Trent Alexander-Arnold Madrid an improved offer into January Madrid the second bid omo the first one man Liverpool rejected said Trent Alexander-Arnold no omo enyano manenko just on the contract no boy no was several years and answer why extended na Madrid so penalty January another bid and so on Monday Florentino Perez Madrid Bobo Kuno ebesan so every elected no say unko so enya president till 2029 na Chelsea Florentino Perez in the term of office no aso name on Monday Madrid ebesan so ato abofo fro ayi ono a obi ene ho na contest na fe no mandate no to 2029 na the term of office no and so abona wie Ricardo Calafiori Arsenal defender of Italy no Calafiori still an onya free to and until Arsenal weekend we game on airborne Ricardo Calafiori and also a route outer one team NC akan na RB Leipzig manager I confirm we say Benjamin Sesko striker na Arsenal for Edin home komono or more any adwene bia sambejai ama Benjamin Sesko abe join in Arsenal into Oya Ghana to adwene almost striker no he is not for sale ya coach Chelsea aso ya Romeo Lavia wanya issues kakra wa pra anuti Chelsea any uvam 200 match na ebos no Romeo Lavia or unavailable play away or joining Chelsea no and na we pra ochina oba the following game na we pra enti injuries ama boy no were very inconsistent about Chelsea another miss weekend with Chelsea 1-200 and so one team in Sakai and fan and Momo. Randall Colomwani from PSG to Juvenile almost done. And then so you see issues and getting be our home. A man on a drag Saldino. Juve Bessine, Omo Manenya official said Omo Afaranda Colomwani, Omo Gusu and the PSG. Eka sa small details no omo ebe trashing out and send a salon dino and so I'm etimi ayo official na when say Casa died Italy ni no mabeka say Lazio and Torino no na boy ne de ko nyanko be ko Lazio for no so push sa ama Torino omo Asia Chelsea omo terms no I say Chelsea for no ya jatum say boy ne di no as Lazio for no and shada ain't show any sign of seriousness. A man say dear Torino for no hrim and so Eddie enemy papa. Ye be sa Enzo Maresca, Sir Charles the players no. Yaka say Kopama, Enrich one trinimum Enra or ye training until weekend we bet him abo. My update Chelsea players here available and no more omonya available.
For race is not about if he score goals or how many minutes. It's just to manage a little bit his situation. So we're gonna see. For sure, if he play 45 minutes, that means that he can be ready. But what we don't want with the race is that we go again and injury again. We don't want that. So we want to try. Since we start, we are in any case trying to help him, and we are going to do exactly the same in this moment.
Well, indeed, Rhys James, Chelsea captain, no, the last game on the free bench, ever savage a draw. Emma Chelsea, now coach, they say, on Monitano, on manage boy, no, I say, and then no prano at Tenefiache, Saprano, on the basis, be a name called Palma, dear, for sure, match, and also able team Esia kind. Trevor Chaluba at training with Chelsea for the second time. Now, Chelsea also are available. Chelsea, now player, nom de Nicole loan the Emma Crystal Palace boy you know Chelsea akwa Jenny back after just 6 months spent travel Chaluba and a train with Chelsea Enzo Maresca and Yanji boy in her party bibi akoye ono so anche obesta so si akan biem e ama Chelsea na Liverpool manager Anna Slot say Darwin Nunes or struggle so be share goals because the confidence level no e swat pa and saying goals na Emma no balls down to boy and the confidence above form and unti as a manager any duty so be here ama boy and the confidence so team aba esro and so ebim Erling Haaland was in a contract from 9 to 10 years we see a kind ebim at the Ama City na Haaland a video bi or say or the apology Emma defenders because what tete mo pa enti video Haaland eye mo me enko na yenhwe kakra.
Dear defenders, I've been reflecting on these last few years together.
Erling Haaland is a phenomenon.
Like any relationship, there's been ups and downs, highs and lows. That's natural. Yes, we had our battles, but you pushed me to be the best version of myself. And while things can get heated, we all need to let our hair down sometimes. Anyway,
Erling Haaland said yeah first in the old school no now actually come on love and way dear dear defenders and Haaland started what team brutal was said the relationship be city no your ups and downs I tell you mama bre tell me so na manya mutrade dim say why stand the contract 9 to 10 years o si akan bim Kosua Eddie Ama Man City said yeah mobile suffer more I know any Erling Haaland yen come matches out draw a bosso na watch ye in the English Premier League Newcastle United any Bournemouth airball and on a 12:30 about 3 Brentford Everton Liverpool Leicester City any Fulham West Ham United train Crystal Palace 5:30 Arsenal and Aston Villa Ochina Sunday about 2 Everton about Tottenham Hotspur Man United and Brighton Nottingham Forest train Southampton now 4:30 Ipswich and then Man City abo on Monday and at Chelsea and then 1-1 match in Everton league table Liverpool Edikan 47 points Arsenal second Nottingham Forest at third Newcastle fourth Chelsea at a 5th, Man City 6th, and Man United at a 12th. Our Premier League table no so. Now Mohamed Salah actually 18 goals, Erling Haaland actually 16 goals. Yeko Italia, another Roma actually Genoa by 3 goals to 1, and then Madrid, Real Betis about Deportivo Alaves. Now Getafe and the Barca match no about so 8 p.m. Ochena Sunday, Celta Vigo and the Bilbao. Real Madrid and the Las Palmas at 3:15. Osasuna between Rayo, Valencia and the Sociedad not on Monday. Villarreal and the Mallorca ball. Atletico Madrid Edikan 44. Real Madrid at second, Barca at a third, and no a Spanish Premier Liga. Yantua so Lewandowski and a Lady Pichichi was 16 goals. Rafinha 11 na yetwa so Germany and Frankfurt Dortmund Kessben Heidenheim and St. Pauli boom but IB Leipzig na Leverkusen and Mönchengladbach abo Ochina Sunday Union Berlin and Mainz Werder Bremen and Augsburg league table Bayern Munich Edikan Leverkusen at a third Frankfurt Leverkusen the second Frankfurt at a third and IB Leipzig and so at a fourth Harry Kane has 16 goals Omar Mamouche Ashe 15 goals and then we cross from Germany or by England abesina kan at the Ama City French Ligue 1 Montpellier Ashe Monaco 2-1 na Lille Ashe Nantes by 2 goals to 1 and then Arsenal and PSG Rennes and Brest Lyon and Toulouse na Saint-Etienne Ochina and Nantes abon Rennes and Le Havre Angers and Augsburg na Olympique Marseille and Strasbourg abo PSG can Marseille at a second, Lille at a third, Monaco fourth, and Nice at a fifth, Lyon at a sixth. Our French Ligue 1 table also. Jonathan David Asher 11 goals, Mason Greenwood Asher 11 goals at the Ama Club Olympique Marseille. And Ranu Janepa, yes, sorry so. won kofo close so ama the legendary Mr. Kwabena Jemfi Joe atwa so na Man United ye tete say omunya Darwin Nunes a omon epe Rashford Liverpool striker na on final fit no Man United aid in home komo na Ruben Amorim say United fana fashion trim say mo be struggle kakra until the end of the season na next season there enema ebefa pa edi ama Manchester United FC Barca and Christopher Nkunku Arabs no the boy no ama indication say Christopher Nkunku available and until say Barca for penkwa dia and a boy no and so ebetimi adwoni omo Ben Chilwell and yes it is West Ham United ever some of our boy from Chelsea because on Enzo Maresca ne plans on son club Ike Gundogan consider living Man City na ne native country when so Germany na mo ninchi every Turkey yetete se Galatasaray any country a Ike Gundogan club opeso ko snakan enso edemo Madrid say other goulash or ni baby ako call for the office but for loan next Madrid say boy no he is not for sale loan so and the other goulash and so called Karim Adeyemi Chelsea Epen from Dortmund another club Abore man Napoli for and so a show massive interest in Karim Adeyemi enti ababe two clubs Chelsea and Napoli omon and so and Epe Karim Adeyemi no na Claudio Ranieri the tanker man I say at the end of the season, no Roma the last season. After this, no nya de be coach biem of retirement and a boy Roma. Owie season when so dia nya dia obesan so remaining as a coach. Wey so aniagina award winner wada Roma. Na waso minim say Dr. Amagashi so ready. Na ye didn't come okay.
Okay. Enti intente we ko Dr. Amagashi ho na yate ono so nka kakra. Dr. Amagashi
Ose owuyade bebo bo ti o nyankopon se emre ne kowie ya owuyade bebo bo nipa bi ama wona wu ama o ba wu enti automatically say owuyade a yade kum nipa automatically from a financial up to now no one more pressure kum mu nya easy and as a pressure nso ba ye so a the more na ye nunum pressure ndropi no e say kum ye ben maka ho enti owuyale bia no ache ho enti obiti ase that is the ben ma wu a automatically owuyale aka no ye nyina ye di adanse se obi kura nya diabetes na so that diabetes do so no onom kwa enim a the more na onum more no side effect ni say ne ben ma be ne e be yemre enti ya le ye owuyade opani se bo mu ha ye wo ha bai ma di du bra ye sa enu na so tresem no esan ka asem e wo Detroit 23 the verse 1 was wo mo nsam fata so mko nyankopon badwom e ye de apeche ne hwewa automatically so obi hwewa apeche se ne be ma nya adwuma wo enti se obi be ma nya adwuma Bible no kure o mo se o kan nsam na ehu be hia se ye be kire o mu enti wo mo be ma nya adwuma sankofo ni ko heaven enti Dr. Magashi nyame ya adom se ya se bie branch ni bi obogoso wo mo obogoso takwampate mo nyina na eye power line takwampa temo nyina no udu bogoso a bisa power line obisa se okọ Dr. Magashi obi abekiro ene ye obi o kaso prison junction takrade ya pawan kejebri ena kumasi ye maasi makro ade mpese mani party asene se yade ene sese nipa brabo so okay Psalm 90 the verse number 10 Bible no confirm say Nyankopon fi odi man nipa no 70 years obi a we di abroso anka o haw ni amane wo mu no say nipa na wo say onya 80 years automatically hwe de nipa de yade de wokọ yade mankofo bia ye mobo yade manakoma nankasa mu ni eyare yade na manipa nankasa wonu ne ho say oba wiase enu na Dr. Magashi ye to nsa floor say brekumasi mazi makru number ni 0547 044307 Oko Isaiah chapter 1 the verse 5 Bible say
Isaiah chapter 1 the
verse 5 27 Kasim o say adentina yade mmom ara se mo koso tie tuan se mo nyusu habanma abra Roman chapter 14 the verse 2 onyankopon say de waye mre no onoma habanro Bible ne confirm you esuafo ne Yesu akidi forum Yesu Kristo shawo kete se masa enipa bi on mama yembre de wa yembre no mane num ahandro ede de wa ahandro mu enu na se obi be ma nya adwuma ye de be ma obe ma de asole enu na se obi ani nkosua ne ewu obi se obi on mo se ohu ade ni so de entantan wo so obi ase de yase da de wusi egu ni so enu ne se ye ma waduro na wani so nyina be clean wo se adenti na onye dem
adenti na won mom
oh yare ni mamo
samu koso
ya so din samu mpe no
etremu ni nyina
yare
na akoma mu ni nyina
akoma ni nyina hojo akoma no hojo a enne ma pressure betina akoma ni enne ma diabetes betinam abra se wo ba Dr. Magashiwa diabetes na atena nipa so many years na creating how din crofoko bon sam jam na diabetes betima ma nipa bi ewu abra ni tam nso ebetima yetwa wani yetwa wonan abra tam nso ebetima ma wani nkosue fra abra wo ba Dr. Magashiwa sa glucose na diabetic modenim no yebe mo oduma glucose ni nya anane efrim na afe no nso wetime nya pomoden CP sita number no eye 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07 de me pese me mani party ase de say onyankopon amoni pase nipa me yalefo but yade ne mo na ho no ma yasunsun hyechiri ye wonuanom bebre wonom abrabo na wo mo bonom wo matamfo na ope wo nyina na ka wo nko anka na nka wo yale da ho e ka onko anka wo stabilize asa enu na Dr. Magashi ye tonsa floor se wo kumase mpatemo abra kumase mazima akru se wo Accra ye wo Kaswa prison junction wo Takra de eya pawan kegebrim se wo techima henswa baby Mount Carmel Senior High School no mu amu takwa mpatemo nyina na mo mo takwa mpatemo nyina mumbra bogoso ye wo bogoso power line me se number ye adwa fiti jora kopem me na wo me fi Accra na bai enu an me se eni pe gun kran Kaswa branch wo no adanse eba no se oh ye de ye koto ade be fi mami ho mami ni ba hospital no mami ni ye ni tuase wonya stroke ne hoto no se enti mu da so de yare wo ho mu nko Dr. Magashi wo eni pe gu ho enu anya asem keto ana se oba passion obi de asthma bai obo ankasa mu amu ba Kaswa enu ani nyina asthma o mani ya gani ena me de draw one cap mani pa no instant wana asthma ne ko Dr. me say do na be di mo ho anwurani be ma be fi anwura mamu mala gbo na mi opela America ba ga vola ejima ga dumio egbe ma chieva do Dr. Magashi bola ma church kevie duomo na mi o me onya nwuro amagawo ahemfo mpanifo anwura mpanifo bi flame say Dr. Magashi wo se ma obabi wa anwura ho because say de wo dro city ye adwuma no awrade me krom ho wa we go ba o say wo se ma obabi wa ha eno kwa do hini so de ma free Dr. Magashi me si yade na hamo yade na ye twon yade na asthma yade na kidney problem especially me say mema no man say me ka chemo ho man ka se buni ba ho obi to be ba ka che say Dr. Magashi ka che me kunu say ni bema da ewu no me mpane sa ka che ne se me kunu onye ne bema duro ene no te say TTV hu man ni nyina bo he o mu flow mu kunu se mu he mu Dr. Magashi na ba Magashi mu betie asema me kan say opening eni gie wo wiase anyankopon ma kwan ene se sebi wonu wo yiri du dem a o ma wo kan ne nduma na jo Proverbs chapter 31 the verse 17 was it your bema no omfa ne bema mbo na sene o mani kan ne nduma na jo no bada tin ne sa so ne tedium ya ne ma ye ene ne bema enti se ye so tedium so ba so tedium na so tedium nya adwuma a Bible no kote kan ma the Proverbs chapter 31 verse 17 Proverbs chapter 17 was o tin ne sa so ne tedium oba ne betri ne sa so tedium enti se bema kra ne wani nkoso no o feelings wo so se wo hu oba na se bi wo kondo oba na se obema ntumi asole a se o so mu na sa ansole de ne se wo yotase wo Dr. Magashi me se me ma mema ni wu abra mo
Proverbs chapter 31 verse 17
Proverbs
chapter 31 verse 17 o say odi ahoden
be bo na sene
no se na basam den oti ne dwumadie mu den ne kan ye numa na jo oti ne nsa so
teduam ne teduam tedua ye ba de oti ne nsa so ne teduam no ne nsa tie chichim ebi mo wo so be mu te kura aso de kura wonya pa no enti sa nsole ha opani we your chasi so say osoba no obi on osoba no aso wode ne satia no no de nam so no agade enti sa nsole say kim asebato number no 0547 044307 kuma see maasi mako Deuteronomy kura be kai Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 30 no kura wo mo say go the Deuteronomy 28 verse 30 was obeji oba wale den be manje dwa no oje oba wale obi ni beda obesi dan but wanye care for dan no kwa wontirim asiche emema bebre wu eje fie na mama because of some be manje dwuma oba boni e ba oba 3 years ade no enti 1 Corinthians chapter 7 the verse 9 Paul ni Petro num ka kyerɛ sɛ masa ekunafo na ma wale pen na mukun mawu no ɛyɛ mo sɛ mo ba wale atense mo bɛda na mo ho ayera mo enti quotation sɛ
o kan Deuteronomy chapter
28 verse 30 o say
obɛji oba wale
obɛkɔkɔji oba wale
na obi ne no ada
patro me printing press me am try bible no obesi dan na wontrem ati awrade o say obɛji oba bia wale o obi ne bɛda ɛbɛda wo dan na wasiri wo di agwa wontrem ya o mɛbro no bɛ ma ewu enti man ja omo kwai number no me see you kubase mazi macro fa macro jom kwai ka se uko police house omo wo akra mpatemo yin na kasua udu kasua ka se uko prison junction that here power kejime opani aro se mo say do adajo Ghana ye nyina nim sese bi eniema wo ho no ma asa eto de bi etumi ti akoma yare ensem sa nyema nyina se kodu dem na sese bi obema anya adwuma tisen even kura no wakra oba small boys na maba no oba ba be srawo na wo ye se piti yo wo ko wutrim kura trim sen wo pit wa fere te wa fere miss wa some titrim tisako me say ya so keto ya ro se mo enti so obema no se swade abra Dr. Magashi wom Ezekiel 23 the verse 20 kura kan asasem no wo say sempo no kura no se wo obema no se nya adwuma na esenso a ebema oba na kai ne mpradada na ne bema se fum ponko bema Bible nim Ezekiel 23 the verse kana unko sa se me kan no akan Ezekiel 23 verse 20 wo say oba no obeko so akai ne mpradada na woni ne bob jamai wo Misri asase so ne bema se fum ponko bema
Ezekiel chapter 23
verse 20
o say na nani bre won na
oba ne bre ne mprafo a
very much say
ne bema se fum ponko bema bema
na wona ho ba te sa
the whole bite se ponko spam yeri dwale nkora 3
amane nkanzi
yeri dwale nkora 3 ponko o se no whole bite se ponko spam
aso dum vivia no aso
o de kai quotation Ezekiel
no man de man mono do so
Ezekiel chapter 23 the verse 20 was saying
na nani bre won mprafo
a
won very much say
ofunu bema se fum ponko bema
na wona ho ba
ne ho ba etse ponko spam ti ho ponko spam be spam kitwa etu bi on ne bema so mbema be on ma odunso ntentema na jo nti ne bema ne fo na efon twikom na eye kitwa ma no kra no se oba te wona se one bema bi ntumi na na tenkate kwa ye wade bi efo ne Christoria disuse atrophy ma no se bi omo ba na etua so bi omo dunso fa no se oto no o se one bema bi anda etumi fon na twikom etu sa man no munya tenka no da bo se na session se di meku na se Robert Sano enti Dr. Magashi di de make cha on se wo your back kro na se bi wo ba no se bi afon ana se we de wo soro no atwe akose ma se wo nya tenka no bra Dr. Magashi we mo aduma atenka na ye aduma hwa me se takwafuo nyina e de adwene mo ho ye bie bra chiri bi obogo so ogalam se ni sa aduma den nti omo be ma fofon e na obi on ma gonorrhea ne syphilis chlamydia de ye kan se bra Dr. Magashi wom ye wo bogo so power line na wo fie no kura wankasa kura wo ye mbehye wo say yes efie dem power bogo so power anya asem kito bogo so power line etik bisa obi ase o ko Dr. Magashi wo number no the good screen so for number na frame 0547 044307 0547 omo akra nyina na e kaswa prison junction and lawyer Morris Sampa okra ma ye fie ben kolebu say yem bi hospital bi because adanse e ba no pani ehun nkan kro ye be fa kro nim ye be fa kro no mo amu tesi ma nyina na ye tesi ma henso mo amu kumasi mazi makru macro junction edwuma fiti dwala kopem me na ye ye dwuma fiti edwada yade bi eto so na eye wu yade bi etete wo yade bi abetra o widim no to ana mombra Dr. Magashi ye bebo number na ye dey to dwa no 0547 044307 nyankopon ya adoma na odwese ne ye be se hia yakra mo nyina
boys ne so ka so de ayibi ya di tua bebre wo
ai mebro
1 month in my
we kura me bre o maduru bi me pese me ma boys na start dancing wa me bre o maduru even and da be na say mo wa e kira mo wa or the Monday me bro me dream na ma sebo me se me boys no se bi o pese se bi oni oba that is kontum na bomu a o pade se kontum na bomu a me ma obema na yesa prankam me ma na yesa prankam no me ma na yesa odenke me de UG me de bre no so onom na edi be 30 minutes just watch ne be matare na me de be no Monday ya 0547
Dr. Megashi me se mo friend numbers no saka number ni biom ni man ni ntwato
number 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07 UG me bro drum me say me
Medie and I did Ebro, Mimindabia, ya the free studio ha Ebro, Moamuti live. Our Kessben 3.3 Moamuti live or Kessben 92.9 Accra, Nafe Moamosha live or DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel near 121. Dumienu and ye peja ye mu 05515999933 05515999933. We a WhatsApp line. Videos near 0244263902. I know a WhatsApp video line. I will phone na ewa ha. Yenhwe ensem no enso emu kakrai. Sina Tony Montana editu dwano. League matches ewo miamia pi ewo England 2021 games. And they be 22. Uko Spain 19 games and they be 20. And others are Nina no yadi hunsem and so Bremo. Epam Ghana Premier League no and so den the weekendi and Yasam Ketwakra. Matches oh Ebeka hunsem na fe CAF Champions League. CAF Confederation Cup matches and so P Nina yadi hun ensem ebeba. Since you about 5 games each. Over Africa Champions League, you know. Minim nipa say na follow CAF Champions League, you know. And I just a Ghana team ewo mu ansa. Emu de ye pa. And group games no dey twa to okra no. Omo ebo bia ebo 6 games ewo groups no emu Awal Mohammed the details na and so ebebrain. Afi na free juada bepem enne memendai local stories no ekudam no ye na daba foforo no ye de akaho ne apagye mu dumienu na fei breaking news of the and so about transit we de na politics kakra o I don't know so yenyim rose me yenyim mo Moses Amapaka mediama team ra takwa na Mospak and somebody tuja and it's a Ghana football enkoso enye ye na ewo fom pa yemfa obi ampa hwekra no ye bibia nkoyi no ni nyina no sa yaban atwam no Mospak DNT and oka asase we ye kwaba na Moses Amapaka president Mediama FC ye tie adekontia oka asase no na de odi tudwa se den and ohwe animu se enam enunti football ebeye ewo Ghana Football Association eba beyen sisa ewo the technical team of the Black Stars and so emu ye kwaba na ni nyina Asante Kotoko NCC no latest aho ye the bremo players ye be unveil omo Isaac Minta ye Seth and so ewo Accra has of folk Seth say and why biom eka ho Asante Kotoko Samson Samuel and Samson Eduku ono so no unveil no beba so George Free aseme no dia tudwa George Free ese samre no otimi ko eye owura kwasi nyantachi eko na nase eko gye afutuo ene enhyira ne mpaebɔ a nka sese on na Ghana Football Association president do tunufo no wan tunufo ye se mo onko mo nyese ni wanwa no wanya futupa nka onyo bi ma ne kasa kyerɛ ne se ko papa ne ho na mfa ne nhyira ne nimdeɛ ene ne kwankyerɛ nyina mfa ma wa kene ono na Ghana Football Association mfumso pa na oyɛ na owurafi na osan kofa me nyi ni se yeti nti me giri se pa sese de obekɔ papa na naso na de ekobia no wa kyerɛkyerɛ no na opese oba na obɛyɛ Ghana Football Association president obekɔ na nim na difference bia oni papa na obia no omaka na ntiase enso aye dwuma. All right, ye kwaba na fi ye de sansemi nyina enso ato edwa osaka biom se frompo manso pa onim no enya de obi betimi de impose player bia e wono so sisi de under 17 adwuma na hyɛ nsa no frompo manso onim no na onim se saa na ekoso e wo efi ho de players e ma coaches na handle ma the various national teams no we any other stories and I ebe dwendwen ho kakra ya kyerɛkyerɛ adwen dumienu sɛ na bɛdi nkaka ne apɛgye mu a breaking news abjafo enso aba betrase awa Mohammed atrase and the kema trase sanso na Dr. Frank Owusu Ansa Franco Naro enso atrase abjafo me gizo bia ho ye
General Nyame adom bia fine so ho ye
Yakob adom
good
bonim superstar
Sajo
yes if you America ba na amount to billboards wo bonim. Our man is back.
Welcome home.
The son of our land. Yes. Buonim Roya is back.
What's your winning?
Because you say you are one.
What's your winning?
Because you are one and I don't know.
China cannot do that.
What's your chrono?
Yeah, what's your winning?
Yes. Yes, we drink and we rub one in Kroon when it's your casacas.
Wow.
Yes.
Nyame adom na anya statue yes.
Oh, Miss Oko second one about statue.
The statue they will see kakra. We dey. When you was no baby.
Baba ko bonim ni ko share na ye bi ase no ka say ye no nyese bia asomo ho nipa sen na be ko America omo ni ho ano masamba abetra yes ini oma na ye ndiye bonim ye kire mo say
and na social media say Andy say gonna
yes ye bonim for sa na tie ye pe bia ye nti mo hwe de beba Andy
you know Enra me nom social media me koto Moses ora Moses amapaka audio no to me yam share me.
Wow.
You know asem na o ka hide dey ehu. I'm not expecting.
No, politics ana.
No, na dwe no atre onye
no,
politics.
No, football e ka ho. Ana.
No, the
politics no ye.
No, the meeting he was discussing Ghana football as a whole under the tenor of the former president.
Okay.
Nti no na oka.
Okay.
Yenti ana say
yenye foreign
okay.
Ne ba nti munwe ntwetwa so amono ne na fi ye mehye ne de na se na yefa hwe other issues.
Okay.
Yencha se ya.
So as usual games na ebeko so weekend in the major top flight. Na so we check it in the Serie A, the Spanish La Liga, now so we check it the EPL na. Game Basu so Atlanta on that third. The Italian Serie A as against Napoli on that first. And Basso Bergamo. The first one Basso Diego Maradona no. Atlanta timi remo etimi ekokoshomo. So Napoli Bibia Inter Milan will Bibia quality, experience, consistency, everything. But Obien himself conte league specialist. Now okoye no. Oshe adwuma all border. Bibia chese afiwe. Say Inter anyo omunye meyi Antonio Conte betimi agi the Italian Serie A no. Everybody thought Senka Abrantia fell Vito Osimhen coin and Kebina effect to almost so. But Juma Romelu Lukaku Ababebo and then Kvaratskhelia is leaving. Almost here so Mobefa Garnacho or Marcus Rashford is still in the news and said you someone to me and for Mokra. I think Obitse David Neres can fit in so well. It's just that
say David Neres eba beka omo attack no on the left omo be lack balance attack because Politano is a left-footed player, Romelu Lukaku is a left-footed player, and having David Neres on the left too, ebe more like balance that particular side. Then ebe ha, but so share Juma or mobile now share materials or more present here table so ya clearly who that believe in the Napoli beat me IBB against him my friend. Atlanta and so I share one to Napoli. Napoli apart from losing to Atlanta, all games some boy in the big games in the more against Fiorentina, against Juventus, against AC Milan, against Inter Milan, against AS Roma. So we Atlanta free my big games no more no muntimi lusu ba kokra. Etre what you ma kunti or that particular side no. Samson after Atlanta they've not been bad at all. Big games no more so but now more performance and so any. Now on the field of play, so we show both sides now. Baby, our best Conte Bemen and Yako is to make sure so best stop with the Mario Pasalic, Charles de Catare, and then Adimola Lukman. Sam Rantianemi and Sana Omwo a year a Chileno, a Dimono, and only baby also has said Obetimia stop home. The same thing applies to Isaac Dien, Zapacosta, Matteo Rugari, and then Abrante Fene Said Kolasinic. So Monso Basha attack na midi kan because Napoli team na holding in Adinra. Any moon say until if you want to stop them, then a honey baby a was all here. Omo key man living a behalmo because on every two Simon a campo muji the league title not the momo the last time. Until the absence no, almost more the lives of Zambu Aguizamo and the Lobot Camo. But those two guys have attack now more ability for previous years no everything album. Atlanta at home are very strong. They can't beat me in this particular game today, no, or settle for a drawn game. Says win a bar, no afar home at me at the and what only Antonio Conte. And when it comes to games like this, only Mpoyepa, especially in the Syria, play Lukman out, you are good to go. And only a Juma, the lives of Di Lorenzo Mobile expect to say only Romani will beat me aye. Someone to me and stop Lukman there. You know, not Tima, your friend Atlanta will be laughing at the wrong side of their mouth. But in all, in Begambo, Omu are very strong. But a game at Genoa, me tepo Napoli so Omu beat me a point from that particular game. So Oko Spain, not so much, and I'll be can be Barcelona a room or the Colosseum Afonso Perez. A hono Muramunity team friend, a Hatefi Diakobum. Hatefe last week, Omoni Las Palmas the boy, and Omuche Las Palmas by 2-1. This season almost so on and off. San Omu game na babe and check the form of FC Barcelona. Said you, I don't think if there's anything to stop them now. A good round for their money because Barcelona struggle against those teams now. Now the likes of Boja Mayoral and then Obi say Alex Duarte. Those are the guys expect to say the likes of Chris Santos Uchebo. Those are the guys almost see a kind of the Mahatefi. In Madrid they are nothing. But I think Barcelona beat me we need that particular game. Real Madrid elbow against Las Palmas. First leg no emuye did Madrid pa. Obi ohwe bia in say starting season no. Madrid break against Las Palmas. Still the likes of Scott McKenna and then Alex Munez, the likes of Javier Mo and Sandro Ramirez are still part of the Las Palmas team. And those are the guys the likes of Carlos Alena Mo. E ho no ma ho din nyina wa. And also make sure so beat me a Madrid in the Copa del Rey, Osha game one boy, Copa del Rey, almost struggle here until say Hendrik Eba Abe save one with those 2 goals against ASL Tavigo. And Omo backline considered though, you know, about winner a penalty, referee nanye, and I kill Mbappe far ball now, or the core yard, the Kokosha. It was a clear penalty, but it was ignored by the referee, and Mbappe far yard. The poor position of the goalkeeper or Timmy the ball to attempt. Madrid defense once again now about 4 bizarre questions about the Madrid defense in the game against Celta Vigo in the Copa del Rey. Inti honey baby also mu make sure so mu betimi asi kwan kakra say the be mu ebetimi akọ omanim. But a game you know baby league na do no Barca, ATM, Real Madrid now have points in them now. When you are playing against Las Palmas, you cannot afford to sleep. It's a game make up for Real Madrid win against Las Palmas. Now to the Premier League. Manchester United they bought against Tima, your friend Brighton. So Manchester United among 2 good results. Eddie, the last game we na babe kahun am obi ehun za gradually and ye me pick in kakra but in the Premier League now show be a United dana emfata omo Brighton enso try say omo ebetimi enya the best out of the materials around because omo guys omo digide kwese omo nyina that the Ulberg injury say hand this season Julio El Ciso said the omo see hypo no Ivan Ferguson omo nyina guys na at the point omo say Manchester United was willing to pay not less than 100 million pounds for him said the omo nyina omo janadum nti omo team na akwa Carlos Baleba and then João Pedro Karim Metoma said the osi peja ene obi agidi onya woni mo no ono so no injuries ababe he no ama ne performance na ntimi anko said the obi ehun say the performance na be kono enti those are the guys and in midfield adwuma de omo benya be because Carlos Baleba ebe mu omo adwuma Simon Adingra on the right and so be mu omo tough task and obi o share Kamal Din Sulemana any Abrante friend nearly Euro in the last game no on my Euro bre pa. The only problem was the final delivery and no ba ko na ekoso o TV so general o ye ne hu adwuma te said your pebia but oduru po nim wi a ekwan obefa so the ball na to atrem and na embassy from Kamal Din Suleman enti Manchester United bibia chese enei ono mu si akan a enipa ba ko pe na o so yiri free game nim the Ivorian boy Amad Diallo a hat trick onyaye the game the last game no kireo adwuma abrante na bo and then the confidence level and yet so take players on and you yet trickling kwa but you know osade final delivery aba beka the game no asenye pass na obema onu atimi san eboche and Manchester United come back and he started it until he's the boy as a bright person omuye bibia Pervis Estupinan the Ecuadorian international on the side on obe operative floor anase Abrante friend Adam Webster and then Van Heck omumienu side and obe operative floor he's the guy so person Manchester United na e was so stop no you know United very difficult to beat them because omutimi so no omadum anytime but Brighton is a very flexible side omutini Manchester United eba omutimi no omobo enti you know because the game na baso at the Old Trafford make a double chance for Manchester United. Manchester City bought against Ipswich Town. Now, you know, when you match, I'm hu baby. City picking kakra. It's just unfortunate said the last two games on my boy, you know. The last game on my boy, almost conceded 2 goals in the last 10 minutes against Brentford. And only idea how, but against West Ham, against Leicester City, out of 9 points their last 3 games, you know, said you. Idea say almost 7 points. A chill said gradually Manchester City pick. Playing against him, my friend Ipswich, you only need to prevent Delap from scoring. Now, my branch and friend Hutchinson on the hard pa. No way you know free because of picking ball on the banner defense now. Do you know how? Those are the guys I'll be you on my film, and I think it's Manchester City, a best shit to my friend Ipswich Town. Arsenal bought against Aston Villa. Now, do you know, you who last season a Queen Villa fast so hurt to my friend Arsenal. Or Montimia Momo Angie the Premier League, you know. Again. This season, Arsenal so picky kakra umuche Manchester United you omu from in a competition no bia hu ne senka with the numerical disadvantage for United no Arsenal were upper hand but unfortunately omo ntimi Emma United ba be omu from the last game omu boy ye hu how omu so eti di omu ehemu and Gabriel Jesus out but again omu guys against team your friend Villa there so our Villa so team very good attack very good midfield. On the defense, when you have Diego Carlos or Ezricosa, Pau, Torres, you have a very good backline. Alongside Obitse Lucas Dean, midfield of Yuli Telemann, Mark Rogers, now Obitse Oli Watkins, who attack the lives of Leon Bailey, Muninakawa. They have a very good squad. But where a gamer, Arsenal actually hono Eomusan and some which me consider, but I think they have the defense to contain the attack of Tima, your friend Aston Villa. Midfield and also be very careful. Thomas Tepate, Miguel Merino very slow. On Timmy, the pace of the Premier League, you know. Still an idea that so La Liga in the Arsenal team ni move you know the transition here very very slow. But with Pate and Odegaard, you are sure Leandro Trossard by the last game and Oba Obian who Juma boy. You know a gamer and also make a double chance for team my friend Arsenal. Last game Liverpool against Brentford. Brentford in a 2-2 against Manchester City. The last week game omu etimi boy Omo ball against a free flowing Liverpool team. Omo betimi a goal anytime. So only say team neighbor. Medical kasa Brentford team no, you know, Kevin Shade, Juan Vesa, and then Abrante Fene Brian Buemo. Those are the guys. Ofo obi say Damsgaard and Victor Janet ma. Omo complemented the effort in midfield, and obi say Roslev. Those are the guys. Any Van der Beek mo, any guys omo Nathan Collins mo. Omo na adwuma ni nyina gyina omo so because you need to stop Mo Salah, stop Cody Gakpo, stop Luis Diaz, and you are good to go. So watch the last few games at Liverpool aba. Cody Gakpo na ebo, but even him obi an kai say Luis Diaz emo game no. E kire how omo build a certain attacker. It's very difficult to stop them. Brentford are very stubborn, but almost stubbornness. The two African guys now. You know, with Liverpool, the last time I was checking the number of games on my Bobby and Manchester City pick That's a overshow what you and you know say one. Liverpool a win and America Ediamomo against Tima, your friend of Brentford.
Investors no menini is when you be a change say weekend move on na bibia betima yemen super agusu amamo. They say kanu omambio ana.
Adwuma oya no ntimi nyai. Say
oh na say me share no so ojan ya.
There ya edi omo a no ma could delete omo app no.
Edi omo say.
Say bia won so omo dom last na agusu
na nyi ya.
Na wa could delete the app no.
Okay.
Nti o delete the app na no wa catch them crop say if you kwa me ntwabio.
Ntwabio.
Obon say we di na ohun say amanfo say edi a ana obi di bi ma no. Won say no omo timi send the zero number.
Yeah.
Omo timi send the slip ni bi the ma.
Okay.
Nti ohun say obi awini ano ho say da bia adwuma na dey so san back. No san back. Nti na dey so ojai.
Okay. As me share no say o film crash say
na mi
age no de no nyame asisi na mze erade adwuma no e can yes
we take it
yes can the more we be say wa bam build ya me ntimi
you know ntimi nya sisi akra enche bia omo 10% yenti
na dino abeda adwuma we na time na percentage kura you did that
betting tax the free word no na
ni sada ada tax ni be free nipa be tukrum but you how we
okay
minimum bia wadi bia still a onye yo or 20 so odi also the 1.8
yeah
nti e be 18,000 right 10% no to our train.
Okay. All right. Yam koswe. Na. All right. Doc.
General.
Ubini yem. Jim. Uka mene opaki. Oh, you're not finna make no more. Pausu ko school ni.
You will me send the KNUSC for admission link. Me send them.
Okay. Osuru oska about your fees. So na say the fee pay na na won be. Unya regular but fee pay in the Sameka. Na osu ko school ni bi.
When you ready ala.
Apaki man pay collections.
General, I'm just
yeah, kakraka no ka school no I don't know so what my call 1 year
ko be phone brutal so tie better ni ma na ko no num ni nyina nyumre no oyesra
I say you know
me do sure
if you say additional that for nanka what they just use the logo beat
oh yeah we APL Rwanda
oh okay and me hu ni bakro
why
oh ne boy of Africa to koyi Lamptey
interestingly no
oh sir
we Sedu Dauda
oh summer text boy no okay
I had a surprise visit from him during the break
okay
honestly I was not expecting it
okay
and this is what he brought
oh nice I'm just in
I cherish it yeah okay. Just in a nice power
also the free summer boy nearby
they be the free Rwanda
like I say about Kruma or basing
oh Kumasi
okay no two kaya DJC bro no
madam turning the buy
okay
why do you use it
because I want to two car far away bro no sanity
the jam push you and count at the manager wa down for an ambo
there be no person say you just in kwa the buy
no one ho
e unu nyam ya sem
I can't make action
okay
but I'm proud of it
okay
it was an unexpected visit General
all right
and Man City for this video no better say Erling Haaland he say they were threatening the contract. If you do on City tena In fact, there will be a one, including Chelsea. For everybody was surprised, including Chelsea.
And what do?
10 years. On said they make us say including Chelsea. No, only a new moment so sign contracts at 10. Yes, Chelsea sign will be 6, 7, almost will be 8. A shocking we are seeing. In fact, in the history of the Premier League, this is the longest contract.
Yes.
Now the man some say one more than they say. City near de kwadu mako waha edunum attentam 115 charges. Na potential sanctions no can even include relegation. In Tiaman for say, and then some potty and a Ferran Soriano and Ura Khaldun Al Mubarak. Omutumi kade chire Erling Haaland any ni team omujitum say omo mano 10 years no sujitum. But if you're looking at it from City's perspective, General, Haaland is 24 years. So in 10 years, he'll be 34. Potentially, he will still be playing on top, barring any injuries. But a big-time statement of confidence. Say, I'm a jabran training ye. Because only play any year per man 10 years. And Sikabi Omo decided to be a free sabre or Jejeno. So man tomorrow, within those 10 years, no manage. Obejiska Kessben Ako. But you see, I'm from the training to us. And near Mana Branton he's in his 3rd season. The first season he scored 36 Premier League goals. A Liga nana bako sem yinada. A year Alan Shearer ne Andy Cole and now 34 goals in a given season. And even this na number of teams and the number of matches, I cry more. But he gave them 36 goals in a single season, winning the goal king and in him domu. Last season, his goals in the bar from he scored 27 goals. But last season he was out for 2 months. Yet he won the goal king. And this season, Erling Haaland has given them 16 Premier League goals. So clearly 79 goals in just less than 3 seasons. General, a massive, and I'm sure it's the reason how many have so much confidence at their mano. Oh, here the statistics now, me sure Alan Shearer baby. Ebra Hurricane, a free Premier League in Mako by a Munich, no jubility, you know. A who better baby. Alan Shearer is on record as the all-time top scorer in the Premier League.
Okay.
Now, the record no on peso be ebe breaky. In fact, he scored I think 260 goals in 14 seasons. 260 goals in 14 seasons. Who breaking it down as a trend say Alan Shearer gave on average 18 goals per season. But currently, Erling Haaland has given us an average of 30 goals per season. What it means is that Papa, your friend Alan Shearer, ne title that be ordained home na match of the day, you know, and she say Erling Haaland de travel party obeka gu form. Ama DBC NYC obeka gu form. General Haaland sem no but let's see how things pan out. Among Real Madrid and other teams are no move that they could even approach, you know. Bibia there the people say what theatre. Oh, but Banabe Brigidi or no also campaign said Guardiola is one of the reasons he did that. But when Guardiola extended his contract in November, he did it for 2 seasons. So you are asking yourself, say, will Guardiola continue to go that length with him? It doesn't look like so. Okay. So probably, if indeed Obe Riene 10 years in there, part of it will be less Guardiola. General M said transfer window no gradually it's going down and sending him PA and tell whom major signings in the January transfer. Reasons are very simple. Okay. And to better speculations be bree. Ninyina beko aku wiase ni bi anaba aku mienu bi big transfers and ekoso. Ninyina say at that time no one player na nkasa o move no adaptation is a major issue. Okay. Who free team be ako team from whilst the league is in session ubetimi akototo apapa so. But in the summer transfer window sɛ ɔmove a ɔne team no bɛkɔ pre-season enti ɔmbɛbɔ friendly matches ne adeɛ nti season no bɛstart no na ɔne ne ho ɔne team no ho agye wate environment no ase ɛne ade so major players usually move in summer. The only major signings feel I think it's confirmed now. Omar Mamouche.
It is confirmed.
Mamouche to Man City.
Odin Germany.
And Rawachachia, Frankfurt for
yes.
Migusu Bisameho. In the face of the overwhelming endorsement, our City, they are Erling Haaland. Me a sure pass a Gadula in the Obabe. Because who call Frankfurter. Omobo 3-5-2. On also a lead the attack no ebi. Meka Umama Mush.
Okay.
Only who go a ticket.
Oh yeah, only who go a ticket and a bomb front two no in a 3-5-2 formation. City usually a ball Erling Haaland as an arrowhead. Recently cried Omobo be a 3-2-4-1 no more than anymore. Enti Abranti and Ebebano. I'm trying to find out. Guardiola very shuffle the formation now about top 2 to accommodate or no any Erling Haaland and answer or be bono to say they know about Argentina any boy or Atletico Madrid Julian Alvarez and also or be starting a revenge because Omar
the TV news no
yes.
Mamouche na any fans and any players needing crano
he's a
you
know this boy he plays for Morocco but me who more German so I check Germany from Egypt. Obama Egypt but what check Germany who teams that were born in Germany into German system now see he's moving to a new environment. Let's see how things pan out. Yeah, we share our African brother the best of everything general.
My name say Kojo Badjiman we na mo dey baby bia.
And also yeah
share the BC.
But Arsenal United is home come over Victor Gyökeres and also Egusua hit up. And United fulfills a almost slight advantage over Arsenal all because of the relationship between one Club Man United and Club Sporting CP. Then the relationship between the player Victor Gyökeres and the coach Amorim. But so we player now we're in the shoes of the player no, and yes, mean taking decision as to which of these two clubs and the proper environment. I think the Arsenal project should attract him than Man United. Why? Because Arsenal team no ashishe free anymore except the centre forward, except the number 9. Omo enya obi mane mesho and I think say Victor Gyökeres eba beshe Arsenal team now they have a proper center forward, a proper number 9 who can move well and give them the goals. So for him, if I'm the one I'm in his shoes, I think the Arsenal project should look more lucrative to him. The other thing is only Ateta nye adwuma da onim no, but Amorim there onim no, and one also have function in that 3-4-2-1 formation. I is so successful with Amorim. So who knows? But whatever it is, this transfer will not happen in January, summer. And I'm GDA.
This your boy Papa Musa of Swami inside Cologne, Germany. Papa Musa and Swakodi, Germany, Cologne. Wow. And I saw one Hinaba Kwachi and Ono Cologne, Germany. Mamma San now Hinaba Kwachi Asibium. And the old here be a com dino now can assemble instantly. Now this is good phone. So in Wakwachi, Yaminsha, what it? Yaminsha na Omo Akuma Pasa.
Nimni baby.
Oh, Nimni baby. As a Jiko. Okay, big ups to the management of Accra Hearts of Oak for signing the Diego of Ghana Soccer, Seth Amando Osei. Wow. And I'm appealing to the GFA to make plans for DSTV to telecast Hearts of Oak games because the heat, talent, entertainment, and skills this chap brings in the Ghana League, I think it will be unfair watching him on the kind of low telecast we have witnessed in the first round because it's time for Seth Osei to reset Ghana football. Phobia.
When did I?
ɔsɛ yɛfrɛ no oh ba wei koraa no a popular Ghana paa Baba Musa Baba Musa no ɔsɔ me Baba Musa sɔ me sisi
it's time for Setose to reset Ghana football.
Yes. Hato folk ni kotoko why
ama de yaman for da la mi de yem brofu da Messi mo de yem brofu da twetwe we kru ye
Yen kan twi na sem wanti asem.
o si o mo ye lazy na pese me say emrofo da break ka twi se ya de ena me say emrofo no ye twa ma bi mu gina ho James Miller na Messi ball suli James Miller na wan kan ho kra James Miller gina fa ko sa
nka say obi nye bi o baabi ba obi ye ne baabi ase se ka
ya kan but no say lazy players
yes I'm just say on the omo
so you ya twon
esi o baabi
omo fa video ne mran say who ye video
ana hu a men ko analyze
really are you serious? We are not talking about the dribble. We are saying that after the dribble
recovery
the lazy say boys here lazy no na say omo ye lazy
into omo ya de
ya twon wi a ball no ya yi wa free mu
nti asana ya ka
o be sa akofoforo
ezi eduku yes Samson Duku ekoye bi wo Tamale
City
wa betranka say lazy play
say hard for defenders na attack no omo ma Samson Duku video ni omo fe no ma see defenders na attack no make kan
in the Christian Bible the Lord had rejected the high priest Eli and his 2 sons. Yet when the Lord wanted to appoint Samuel in his stead, the latter could never recognize the voice of God, even on 3 different occasions, except when he had consulted the rejected high priest for interpretations and directions before he could interact with God. Perhaps Mr. George Free has learned his lessons. Let's see what happens next. 1 Samuel 3:1-21. Eho ena obinya sa nyamiasemi edi efri. Julian Caesar Kumasi. Okay. Awa.
Sergio.
Who do you ever call him?
Mu say the odi kan dia tudwa no ene CAF Champions League no group stage no e ba na wiye alongside the CAF Confederations Cup no this weekend. So yenya 6 clubs are already can qualify in the CAF Champions League no. There are only 2 spots up for grabs. Oksa CAF Confederations Cup around 5 teams so say you almost dikai buki almost spots around 3 places and also ye up for grabs. Na ya he omo be to the quarter finals the next stage of the competition. So say you by close of this weekend no ye be hu omo quarter finals.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. By the close of this weekend and then it's now.
Omo call money no.
Yes.
Na 2-2-2-2.
Yes, group B 2-2-2-2.
Okay.
So Sergio Oko Champions League na games are a bit more determining. Ye be pe ana ye homo be qualify. Ye Oko Group A. Baby ye wo Yanga, TP Mazembe, MC Alger and Al Hilal no. And Sergio Shawaha Al Hilal omo after 4 games no modi kan secure omo spot. Because after 4 games no more 10 points. Because they won 3 and drew only 1. So omo be into the 5th game no mo ko lose against Yanga ewo home. So in as much as even omo lose no Sergio, I must still omo qualify. So now the honors lie in between Young Africans and MC Alger Sergio. Now interestingly, Baku 8 points and Baku 7. MC Alger 8 points and then Yanga so 7. Before game na so last week no, na Yanga were 4. So they needed to have that all important win no, to push the number of points from 4 to 7.
Okay.
And they were able to secure that. That was that goal as Stefan Aziz Ki. Ekonya that long drive no of shot na a bar from the photo no. Ebuama the young Africans of Tanzania. It means that priceless 1-0 win to push them to 7 points. So Sergio ama says your destiny aba be shomonsem. Game now money MCL Alger Ebabe Bono. So what it means is just win and progress to the will beat MC Alger to the quarter-final ticket and progress to the next stage. The other group also and also
TP Mazembe they are out.
Omo out. Omo after omo a ball 4 games now. Omo say result no enkoyi. So for a team that last year now they were semi-finalists. Last year it needed Nadia Lali to eliminate them. But this time around, after group games, you know, said you bought 4 games. Said you no more. Say more calculation.
Okay. So in this group, you tip Al Hilal and
Al Hilal. The Omodi
to qualify.
Yes, Al Hilal. The Omodi can.
I know, but who tip Al Hilal and Yanga to qualify?
Yes.
Even though MC Algiers ahead of Yanga
1 point. So where a game of destiny. Be a destination. Yes. So for MC Algiers, your point to prove is just get your result, that which draw and now win it, just to avoid defeat.
Yes.
MC Algiers more avoid the defeat as a joke, almost so called. And for Yanga, they face a must-win situation.
Almost taking home advantage.
Yes, so home advantage. Okay. That is where and said the form guide during those recent few games. And I said a more confidence and and that is where said you bet me and that advantage. You know how Stefan Aziz Kid did very well in the last game against Hilal. Now said he shows yes, he's really a top player. And Shajo backline now the ball during the group stage last year against Mediamano. Shajo wow.
Yeah.
Enoch Baka, the likes of Dixon Job, Jiggy Diarra, the Malian goalkeeper. No, Shajo Hanum na consistency there. Ebem nana Ubekaya just 2-3 days away back. Yeah, can once no. Yeah, now omo clubs no consistency. Khalida Uchu awo Yanga be 3 seasons now. Stefan Aziz Ki in the 3rd season always. So we say some of them players no more they've been there. So that is what they've been doing with the setup. No. So the other game no Sundowns against AS FAR.
Okay.
For group no so AS FAR make AS FAR far about no. Who's a more
see the one with time.
Oh, Sergio, now Orlando Pirates ne earlier they can qualify and not even the other group no baby Esperance ne Pyramids are qualified because Sagrada Esperanza more muntimi nye bibia mo nyina frame so Sergio, you don't need to waste your time take anti confederation no for RS Bekane mo any Zamalek mo nya qualification no West Stellenbosch USM Algiers Simba nso anya qualification but Sergio Enyimba betimi qualify should they beat Zamalek away with Al Masri losing against Black Bulls at Mimosani ASC Giraffe 3 points and a separate yomo. ASEC betimi qualify should ASC Giraffe lose to USM Algiers and that one Sergio is possible. So if ASEC is able to beat Orapa United of which I'm sure says Sergio ABC, I see ASEC winning the game. So the onus lies on USM Algiers rather. So mo share ASC Giraffe. So mo share ASC Giraffe. What I mean say ASEC Mimo Sansobe come when no mo so akwa the list of omo mo be going to the quarterfinals. Since I said this season, nya clubs nti ama the how the following of the competition it was last season and share down cost this season. Was the last season here with media in the Champions League. Yeah, with dreams
for interest.
Yes, at least near Coast Stadium
huge as last season.
Yeah, last season. So eno ye pese clubs ne bon mo modena omurem. Sergio eno a on jabe eno a antimi angoye.
On is yeah, Africa GDA won
after playing 2 Grand Slam finals so went me win former world number 2 eno too bad against Iman Navarro. Too bad. But Sergio, usual suspect, more try now, or more comedy. But for now, the Ons Jabe now, I one of the biggest names I did, or more out of the Australian. Mana family, I see said this time around Coco Golf can do something.
Okay.
After winning the US Open, I think say or Bas Robert Igaswiatek wo Arena Sabalenka wo. So ebia they can be those omo be ha Coco Golf competition. But me mana family the usual colors Alcaraz and for me Novak. I think say I see either of them winning. But Jannik Sinner also try but yes. I see Novak or Alcaraz.
The sinner. Kanawa Mohammed helped me with the whereabouts of former Asante Kotoko left back Imoro Ibrahim, who last featured for Al Hilal in February 2023 in Egypt when they lost 3-0 to Ali. Unimibiawo. Michael.
Tanzania. After Tanzania, they said and Asia.
Okay.
One of the Asian countries.
We, the fans of Kessben Sports, will demonstrate against you if you allow Marijata and Andy Kem to leave for. That's widely speculated. For Seth Osei, he's a combination of Iniesta, Kroos, and Zidane. Kudos to Ouattara and the recruitment team for bringing him on board. Seth alone is better than the three. Okay. January signings of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Seth alone is better than the 3 January signings of Asante Kotoko. Gadis Begakra. Okay. Whoever recommended Seth Osei to the management of Accra Hearts of Oak has done a great job, and his inclusion will help augment our squad. But for George Jeffrey and Kosinyan Techi, the issue is like a broken glass. It can never be fixed. Long live Ketokreku, long live Ghana football. Pato, Landy Service, Ashtown. Pato, so the way and so Abba. Pato, dear, never we are saying to me, Enka, Mano, Enye, Enti, Minima, dear, Adekuntia, Ud, Casasamno, and our Omuba Kwaka, Biachro. Seth Osei has the attributes of the late Robert Hammond of Accra Hearts of Oak. Robert Hammond could dribble past about 3 or 4 defenders, and when he gets into the 18-yard box and out of ideas, he stands on the ball with both feet, and the little touch becomes a penalty or free kick for Accra Hearts of Oak. Such an iconic footballer and ambidextrous player. He was part of the 1976 Black Stars Olympic team, and also a key member of the Black Stars in the mid-70s. Governor Black, Tema, and anyway, about Munchema set us saying kick ball. Munchain. They're afraid I want to compare Robert Hammond. Hey, Governor Black. All right. Robert Hammond.
Has for darling boy.
Hey, Gadgesberg say, Oka Kotoko, 3 signings in now, Boomer. And no money now, no concert or say, Oka Boomer.
Yes, Oka Minta, Eduku, and Kwame Puku.
Yes.
Wow.
Kwampuku,
Isaac Minta, Samson Eduku. Oka Boomer. Hey.
Hearts of Oak.
Time set was says
Hearts of
is here
Oak.
to reset Ghana football.
It did not go to company for airport set or say, no money did all. Hey, no. Wow. New Mabintiwe.
Chief, 2024-2025 Ghana Premier League, round 1, no baby weekend USA. Now, it's San GFA for your say all games in the bubble. No be anko tebe be anka say what the any sense 3 p.m. Yankopo yard much now all games so live or Ghana Premier League. Some of the games are very, very, very exciting. Become Chelsea former champions, AFC another former champion in Mediama Brekum. A top cracker. Brekum aka continuously said the absence of coach Asamo Boduno team the power. Now he's available to face the former team. Now a big game, but in my opinion, the biggest game comes off in Pando when Heart of Lions be hosting nations. Last season's one of the worst performers as against one of the best performers last year, Corona. But I feel yeah, Omumi Nuna performance and also now share the top 5 teams are Ghana Premier League table so just 2 points per in a separate Kotoko has folk 5th and 4th from Modano from by be a Heart of Lions so we can do it here. We have some of the exciting games at Ebaso, and of course as folk ever caught Samurai Boy Akofi system so already these games are very, very, very big.
Okay.
Bet me determine a lot of factors and it changes our table so but already what the can request is opposite of set or say
yeah
now me the Isaac Minta so can because Kotoko really Isaac Minta and Ra
okay
and so by official so yen share set or say board no so yen share Isaac Minta board no so but chief any problem na Kotoko akofa ba
ade
4 strikers
okay
enko fast from Emma coach no so ana omunim de ombeye he say no better more the fans na gina tum so go share.
Yeah.
Kwampoku so buy or can see that on so pepe and of course Samson Eduku had 14 goals with City. Tamale City last time out. And Isaac Minta so onya double digit with Adriana. 4 strikers.
Yeah.
How is the coach going to go? Especially relating that to the 4-2-3-1 or lone striker. The last couple of games I already pick a form now. Is it going to put a player in a role of a function from originally how you didn't play now?
So, it must be formation.
Formation alternatively. So we need to look at all that. But individually, be sure 2 players the profiles and what they bring on board. Set to say especially.
Okay.
And not has a fun be free me. Say, you mean shroud per Juma we all Kessben hoy. Set to say you mean shroud pa. Nam say, come cut here set to say.
One number
Go share see how I can the only me no. But you will 2 players in come on.
And crying, I'm going to call and wine or cabin. Cabin, I'm going to call wine.
You car, vice president.
Yes.
The car.
Mr. Aduka, and I'm going to call wine.
Because yes,
supporters. And I think I mean, Shirano.
As a man, Newton, I can. Newton, at least at a point in time, Isaac Bachi was said you.
Okay.
Sheila Elias wo ho, Idea wo ho,
Yeah.
Chastela Beckham. All these men were there.
Yeah.
At a point, you benya Nathaniel Asamoah,
Okay.
Alexa Samoa, wo Ahmed Toure, ubenya Bene Champon, Kofinti Boachi. Said you all these were top men. But they were able to manage all those squads. You know? So even though yes, we're also very good, they can be proven per the standards are yewo sisenu. But said you I don't see why Kotoko under coach Prosper Nate Ogum entimi manage we mo. I think say yeah what or more upgrade of this. And per this even we at least amabobo ikra say you upgrade on this. But say you omotimi manage mo. We've seen all those squads, you know. And say, we more they were all proving guys, especially Sheila Lassa, no money, Nana Indria, no money, Chastela, ne, Michael Osemba, Power Mono, Isaac Boachi. Said, these were top men in the Ghana Premier League. More proving, or more geomoding, or more chile, or more quality, or more chile what they are capable of doing. Even some of them have been within an integral members of Black Stars. Isaac Boachi and Indria Munina about Black Stars, and we've seen them within the Black Stars setup. Backup go Kofinti Boachi no money name Nathaniel Asamoah, Alexa Samoa Makwekwe no more any Ahmed Toure mo time. So yenya these type of squads Obeka say Obeka top frontliners are within a team. Yes, so if Samson Ediku, Isaac Minta, Kwame Poku, Albert Amoah are around, Sergio, I don't see why Kotoko Entimi manage you more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now apart from Albert Amoah Krano, Eduku any others no Mintanum.
Yeah.
So many out and out strikers.
Yes.
Eduku
yes. More of Obia bet me a boyfriend chain.
Yeah.
Behind
from the left.
Yes. Bet me a behind the striker.
Apart from Albert Amoah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Kwame Poku.
And Kwame Poku.
Yes. Isaac Mintan should to me behind the striker.
Yes. Only out and out.
Yeah, we're flexible. That's true.
And Coach Ogubiai and a Kofo Munina.
Yes.
So, and you know, Nimko above us or be arrange your more film as well. And I say, Bini, be role not class.
You're so right.
Yes.
But who say Pep Guardiola na Kofa Ibrahimovic by?
Yeah.
But after certain rule, they became one of the greatest enemies between the coach and the player. Pep and Kofa by. So Okofa na ba and about roll out the man no doesn't mean say Amiko no beto aso de bia. Edu baby na ba ko entimi hu say what function said the open one. Say Joe conflict beba. Okay. And France on Kofa and 2 players go through a lot of evolutions. Players they go through a lot. Ronaldo who are there no Manchester or the 10-10 or drew Spain that's what. So he became a center forward. It you open Samson and Yanim run to Brimna no nam 10-10 when you obepe box you mako kujina. The nim dia o goal scoring muno kostro. He is not working for himself or other players. He wants somebody to feed him to obeko box him. That's the evolution and changes of players, how they grow. So young Chinese.
All right, do Minta
and
Seth or say don't be me Musao. Say after Ash Gold any inter allies game now. Seth or say what is all about competitive football bidder. And some Tino Ash Gold inter allies game. Competitive football ben wabo set or say.
Yeah.
Yes,
Baladiet El Mahala. Only among a free first division, a promote to about Egyptian Premier League. No. Yes. After that, no call happier BH.
They were boy Egyptian.
Yes. Only more first division. Baladiet El Mahala or Money Gazelle El Mahala and a walk room.
Okay.
No more so share red and white. Say I had a lot of the videos.
Okay.
Yes, I had a lot of it. Oh, be at least ye be harder.
Okay.
And I'll call Israel. So Israel no na after January 2024 on your went me and to us.
Okay.
And a call say a sinker or call Royal AM. It was South Africa.
Okay.
And a deal no collapse here. Many will say what Babe signing Ediama Accra so
similar to Kwampoku di no. Once a Kwampoku so call off Kakra.
Yes.
But after sorry 10 years no bet tears is super pepe. It's always subject to the current fitness. And then the response to the current league now or Babe bosses here you know. So league no form na say be want me 15. So league no so be 15. But looking at Ghana standard now, me in my opinion, technical team be am bomb mabaso how they got Kwampoku back into the fitness level. I hope send do so the optimal level but Kwampoku if as for technical team no or medical team it me set what set on chair office ah. So jo be bo.
Me Dr. Frimpong ebedin komo kakra meba ho nti ye ready
right
Seth Osei enafe Isaac Minta and sana local stories ni na ye de Abremo gentleman dental clinic doc ankasa ewa ha kofa by the bank roller the president bibia ono ankasa wa ana doc mati
eno ano akana
akwaba
ye mo mini
ba to se boko
nyakopa da roma be mo official panso
film commentary
happy new year
ye da sepa wonso sa ye mo official pa na fi amanfo me ba ho so nyankopon ento nsire ngusa bibia nya kama pa afisna nyama no so buo no aba fom kakra ama enim se dollar na mo de tom nyama ni nyina
what I say materials ni nyina from outside
bia dollar
instruments equipment everything
bia dollar inti emra fom na mo so no muntimi nya bibia ma nya kama pa all right doc it you
me that seminu ya sejo me fo akwenye so na machia wahwefo nyina on se genje medede oti enka na chese esen ho asem na ye beka na oti se ye ka esen ho asem so na genje men dental clinic na den genje med se de ye nyuma nti no Ghana for agiatum afi mu nyina no so no ye ne Ghana for aye adwuma from 2024 ebisi samre na ohwe adwuma ye soma ene Ghana for so the acceptance level no na chese very high nti ye befa kwenye so na yada obibia nso ase na gengemed ne kakra na yebesua afa nipa yenum ene yesen ho no efa bibia ye ka no say toothpicks and say titus toothpicks and say tooth titus and say calculus sa we ni nyina no e kire ade ba ko na stage bia tebia no bidru mu no e wo ne din a ye de efre no na ye ka say toothpicks no a ye yare bia e wo yenum and say yo how bia e wo yesen mu empre bebre no obetimi ahu se ya na esen no abi ewo ho a na yellow any green ana se grey color bi no ahyase hyehyɛ ewo senentem enkakra na at the early stage no a eye plaque no aya na eye sticky foam bacteria bi a eno no enhyeda enye den but obehu se esen na se no esen ne gam no margin no obehu se na aye yellow brown na hyehyɛ senentem enye den. At that stage now, your friend a toothpicks no. Ultimately, a day, dental floss, and I say brushing in the morning and evening. It me sanya man edi free or simple. Na esano aye kama. Na say a yellow sana a very sticky no. Sa stage no. Se uja no sa na one treaty and I say one brush to remove them. Na kone nim no ubon se na ye ding e wo senase. Afi bedru baby no na aye ding. Eye den sa no a untimi nyisu brush any dental floss emfa remove bim afei edu samre no a na abedu tebia bia ye fe no titus anase calculus na edu tebia na ye fe no calculus no a eho no enam se saade no abehye esen mu a untimi mfa brush no enyi bim no nti no ebe accumulate sa obon se ba na eba ebe ba na nimu abedu mpempenso a bia obon se esen no a eye white na nkasa na nyina eya eden akova na fe adrum pempenso bi a asan aye very severe ubon se na calculus no aka esen no mienu abom aye no 1 enti e basa na ubon se na aye severe pa na se ekova esene wi abon se na esan wewe osi echi nam no ebetimi asan wewe osi echi nam no saa ma osena se nyina aiden ayi ubon se na esene si ho a na aye moba anase ekeka epese etofom anase epese eyi enso so na intimi yi eye kaklos no ana two places na e sha se na 1-2 anamo no eno na abedu sam pempenso no a afei adu titus a ayedin untimi mfa brush ene bibia enyi yibiem no na se du sa tebia no a the only remedy anase kwanya obefa so a obetimi aso ano no eye se obetu anamon aba dental clinic na oba dental clinic a doctor be yenhwehwemu aye examination no afei odu oye examination no a obehu pempenso a ade na aduru ene ehon treatment a ewo se yede ma wo. Sometimes say at the stage a toothpicks no a yellowish ashesen intemu no oba yetimi simple cleaning, scaling and polishing. Simple one na ye diamond ye wi na ya kire brush a ewo se uyusu empret duro se na ewo se ultimate to bo aso APC ana se OPC a minutes dudo na ewo se ultimate edi na ya san so ama de friend dental floss no na afi watimi ayusu se be ya sa place no ensha se e bakra na akodum pempenso bia ebechi esen no a e de problem kese e de bebro na afi edru stage no so a ye friend calculus no a eho no so no ye beto ye mbo ase na ye de abefo kwan so de ye friend scaling and polishing no eno edu sa stage na because calculus no aye severe ana aye ehunu nti ana se akona nim kese nti no e basa na e wo se utimi deep scaling ana se deep cleaning eno no ye e de ma ye to obo ase be yi sa ne ma ni nyina free esen ase na ma ose no enso so atimi aye kama eno ne ye friend scaling and polishing no ye yi sa ne ma ni nyina na enam se wa ma na hye ho ache awewe osi echi nam no a e de problem abam ninti no e basa na e osi esan ma medication ye tro enru anase ye ma ondru a obetimi ayusu ama ogam no atimi ahili kama gentleman dental clinic ye chi akwan enye yira kwan kura ye wo hosi e beboa obra no bia ama sa problem we no atimi afiri ho ama watimi abo sene eho ban ye chi akwan enye yira kwan ye wo enkran uduru Accra Nungwa main lorry station ho o de babia wo free babia wo faka no wasi station usi wo ha na wa frɛ ye number no a egu screen ni so no anase wo be frɛ e wo 055 913 9582 055 913 9582 de bia doctor e wa homa no so a wo frɛ no a ono e betwetwe nkomo o problem no ono betimi ahye ansana watu ho anamon afi atomic nso udu atomic down kwa benya runabout no so agentment dental ye branch ba konso so ewo ho na uduru Kumasi nso aye wo Abrepo Junction total filling station na chi wo pe gentleman ewo ho tachiman nso so ye wo kenten kwan no so uduru magazine kwan na eco market no eho na gentleman dental ye di ye njuma na se wo takorade nso aye wo Tadisco Junction Kofoidua nso so ye Kofoidua Central Market wa ufri abro nsan no na okọ Central Police Station no ewo Kofoidua afi uduru aplawo ye ne Ecobank and wo the same premises Ecobank ewo aplawo adjacent to GCB Bank no gentleman dental ye branch ba konso so ewo aplawo nti o aplawo a nso so eho na obeko na afi so gentleman eye on the 1st of February gentleman branch a ewo Tamale eno so start adwuma on the 1st na enam say ye dwen Tamale fo ho na yetimi di bi atoam wo ho no nti no ye yi from 1st to 7th no e de asiwa na wotwe na edikan ni nyina no ye hwe obibia free ewo nanum ene ne se se ono so fasa akwanyan na onfa mbra gentleman dental wate yenka ye wo Ghana hafa na bibiri wate yenka enne ye di clinic ni bi atoa wo Tamale Tishegu opposite Tamale Post Office adjacent to MTN office no eho na gentleman dental ye new branch no ewo on the 1st ye start ejuma na ye fasa akwanya ni ato nsa afro bibia say free dental screening no start from 1st to 7th na otimenka onso watimi atusa anamon no enti gentleman dental entena se emma sa enema na ye fe no toothpaste tactics no anase siachi nkawan enchechi esen no the treatment ewo ho wo dental clinic utu anamon eba gentleman dental ye behwe na yi sa problem no nso so edi afiri ho edi amount frɛ ya homa no ewo 055 913 9582 yeda atiefo ase
Okay, Doc, but that also I see ye papa. Now, Mr. Osansi number no asubium.
Yeah, your number no is 055
055
913
913
95 82 055 913 95 82. There be a doctor ewa humano so ofrena or no ebetwetwe.
Men try my problem and ma was sin ho ansana. What friend numbers no. Shase na bon ho ban na amfa problem bebre ama. The same way Nyasem ketu akra nko ya woni monyam te sen ema eba form kra ka ho na doctor ne ne mpanifo no omo emwa doc ye da se pa da se ne ye be san ne mo ahia biom gentleman dental ka ho na Fred doctor from Pong na emwa bi a ohia bia nso de abro ye ko Newton Latte marriage ataho na ode eye Seth Osei any Isaac Minta ehonsem eba afi ye ba never be share a local source of free drama pemene meminda fofra beka ho no ye be hwe yes program ya se na me bosso a Moses Amapaka ono na oko mediama club na president no Moses and mo hwe no Kessben television so no odinsam kakra e de ato edwa na ninsma oka no de di animu no ose abaya atwamoye MPP abai ono na ama football ewo Ghana ankoso na odibitu aso ye kwaba no bechichirem ade property enti oka sa asem no Ghana Football Association aye omo ebeye technical changes ewo eye Black Stars ashe nti ye kwaba na yabehwe changes kura omo esombe na die enso na opese omo eye changes be no munye ewo technical team no mu bitimi apeja Black Stars ma omo so aform ntuma pa edi efra Kumasi Asante Kotoko National Circles Council elections no na ntia yenya ekirese after first round no and asa elections no ebeba so ma Asante Kotoko supporters no omo national chairman intina enso eno first round ni berry ya na elections no ebeba so eno enso eno no afi Kumasi Asante Kotoko ni Accra Hearts of Oak ombabe onveli omo players Isaac Minta nyame yaduma kwesiada ena eba so Seth Osei enso Hearts of Oak eba na omo abe onveli no George Afriye din sembi atuja na George ensima oka eye 2019 eye elections na eba so no na odinkugo na sima George ka ene se mistake oye ene se one consult owura kwesi nyantechi 2019 elections no owura George Afriye se esenka before the elections oko consult former president of the FA lawyer Kwesi Nyantechi senka okopapa no ananswa nka nyene se nkugu ebem na fei company fu anim kura no ekofa nsem bebre ba ya enti wantimi anko na wanko gina ho ma yanto abanfa ama no e ma ne ye mistakes bebrebe ye koba ne tisa ensem no eso na say de why ready pa so behia owura Kwesi Nyantechi na futu bi oho bia no odi ama no ansa na the next election no etimi akoso George Free Korea na dia tudwa se owura eye from Pom Manso ampanifo yi no Ghana Football Association yi no se under 17 omra na omedano no ana ome coach sa team no onyinni se oye player ana oye coach obet man ho kwan amampanifo I impose players on him from Pom Manso na onim ne de enya dia from Pom Manso be pene da the FNO the other coaches no nti ye kwaba na we any other stories ahwe honsem aka nakopon ya duma weekend so matches ho me Ghana Premier League matches Kumasi Asante Kotoko betra Babayara Stadium na omone Vision FC the ataiso sanso na Samatex Hearts of Oak enya sem kitwa kra e was Samra Boy match say wo weekend di eno no nsuatrema ne Karela ebebo e wo nsuatre sanso na Baseke etwe aduana e wo fie Accra Lions enso etwe Gold Stars e wo fie Gold Stars etwa Accra Lions e won kran na omo de akotai so sanso na Mediema etwa Brekum Chelsea e wo Chelsea na omo e wo Brekum na omo enso de akofe so Heart of Lions and the Nations FC and a board ding e wo kwando Young Apostles and the Bechem United and so at the better so Sanso and Legon Cities and so we train Dreams FC and so our Legon Stadium honum. Alright, young comra nasa nsemi nyina no yemehwe na yenyi free wonka kakra emamo. But say dem ko need in Latin marriage atao na odeni nsem no abre. New
Chief what the can we and some nyina kan wabono tofa kama na seto say na that TV so chief ohwanu abranti on when has folk ne nkomo no asipo ama nkomo na be official abeto dwa obi e discuss e di ade na ode ba team no yan di nkomo yi wo kwam yenu so at the time I was seto say no obi mu busa last time mo hu no e wo league no but we keep saying say e ball no kwam yenu so na abefa abebo wadwene a e da wotrim na hoden a be ma ode ho sa adwene no aye adwuma so but be a man for what question mark kakra our set to say hono eye na hoden say we need to wait and see enye ne talent no versus Isaac Minta formerly of Adriana another quality player in our standard the league na ye bone there from New to Bia say unim Isaac Minta pass who follow no a dia de na odeba on board with or without the ball a dia de no wo the boot mu so set assign area wa share ni jersey no the pen so out take my main chef and of course Isaac Minta actually famous jersey so unya hu se kokromutina badia this is what Jatum said adwuma no be so in a nutshell are we talking about two of the biggest movers in this window January ya bia nchebe close omo move nam capital say they what ne they want nyina can we say these two guys are the biggest movers this current window if yes what do you think Farmer Chief no can farmer na share TV so you can discuss it to say a dia na the brass folk first of all we a coach na person used to say to say ya Jitum say in terms of defending not just some percent just a body nkra with team no a say to say nkwa jimbra wo no de esesa uyi sa adwuma ne free set to say so he doesn't possess that stamina to recover balls. That is not the yana 60 40 80 for no defenders but on the ball no you need set to say home come on the ball no he's so dominant on the left, almost about 80-90%. He's always staying on his left. Very dominative, very quick. Now, one that or very close control. Close control means or touching ball to be a moon on a one you come before one if nano, or attempt to be now later, or foul. The position bend our ball, system bend as I to say it will function. Now, my catch through the Friday questions and answers, say Joe Tobacco by and say, Satasai is a dynamic ball holder. Born can inside you, the born by an ultimate predicting always. He always finds out a good pocket and send with me a movie. So with the ball, set to say happens to be one of the best ball creators. Saying down your home. What is back with that pressure? No, I would banner. Set by the ball not turn it. Now you watch this. After set ball, he knows to say there's pressure behind him, but or turn it. They can switch and switch. You know, the first switch, you know, about unbalanced one. Son the second switch, you know, the ball nako. These guys, now when you are off the ball, no, on the ball, no, you could palm on junior or mudi do one group. And it is a set of say a part of a team beer. Yana, Yako, Yemi said. He is the most fouled player in that squad because always especially in the final third, you know. Now coach Abaka this season about 4-1-3-2, 4-1 no Theophilus Collins and afraid no Hona set obeshe. In terms of the general profile as a player, Onyadi Oshe goes bebre, but few times Oshe go no omuvuye. It to show TV you should have a mensa no. At this position, set in the crab no, but by the ball free body set is moving very, very slowly. Or crawl it now or come box hoping say ball and a bunny say it is always precision over power. And yes, our body pum but by the ball to say la mimo and young wadibe bre boko but ultimate chebono. It is always precision over power. That is set to say a 2-year goalkeeper. Now you're 1-on-1 a 2 there. These guys no me intelligent. Make Palma mo me kan la mi mo boys no a bonnet tado mo na no hwade ketwa bi o TV no so na chi and I try to be a opponent in the war. But me catch your opponent with a blink of an eye, where in a few more, you not believe it. It is why opponent now coach the general, see general so money space, and money in 10, oh, set the 10. He's very quick. He's very, very quick on the ball. And defender no know on the other side, you know. He is always very good in one-on-one situations. Now, Master Mame can say every coach happens when you're the best out of this guy, you know. Give him a very good center forward. Give him a very good finisher. Because on one on the shot 10 goals with out, the 4, 3, 5 video but chances upon chances. Set us a criteria amount. It told me not the goal no back at the two. So has folk having Martin Kakari, having Hussein Mohammed. Mauli Wayo, Inoka Subontin, all these guys, you know, set aside a fit into that squad, subject to the optimal level. The optimal level, let's say, a free 55% optimal level, no, footballer professionally, able to me, I started, I hit the grounds running now, or reach 70%. That is the highest optimal level. So, Saturday, me inform a new one and saying, I mean, cause for training grounds, it's minimum the American seminar what they say, but I come on there's huge confidence. Oh, training grounds, I say, if you ask for defenders, I know money set or say no, afraid no more you say, oh, manager body, you are better quickly. He's always moving freely, and so a coach, I only limited some by 11, mammy, but 7, mammy. He loves to be the liberal everywhere in the field, you know, set moves and moves so well. They ask folk there, when you're bedansa, when you're general for and say when you're other place cylinder in tangimo, but set brings something very different on the table. And I'm telling you, say, Obabu has folk for. Obabu has folk for pa. Last season they lost Glido Tanga, they lost Salif Ibrahim, and of course they also lost Linda Mtangi, free quality midfielders. Who replacing Abebre? Share this is the close space and I make come once some show. And you put me and Sunny Girano so. But I catch a teammate and say, let me have the ball and the kind of pass out of the back. In fact, not many players does what this guy will do on the field. So I feel set to say but me to at the right time and so it could be at the right time if set the fitness or effort there. And in terms of adjustment, Ghana Premier League ni no na hwade aketo abi this is Kwadwamwako is one of the players who crab on hon chire no but shoba bi ode ball ni ko no enipa tu na twa set ho ahira. This is the first sequence of this goal. Amwako jab ball no man set because he have that confidence in him. And at the time I set the ball, he received that ball in an area, a action zone. But you know, free players. But yeah, I'm going to pass the ball to two that's watch the two and how he turns them. Now, in facing these guys, the amount situation here who say, are you holding on down to the strikers or just strike and not about set? It is a very critical point. It's the defender no one can say, oh, on Shaso no. Opoko we're holding one of the defenders. And then this is Makajokum says, oh, so also holding Anafo. So uja mark hono set to job on the striker no. And now hold this striker and set on the ball neighbor. It's a tricky situation about two defense bia. Every time who salami yamashe bi nanu ya defenders no ebe strikers ebe keep defenders no that opens up for set. And the cancer switch and switch or the keeper never cut the other side. But or no or the ball never to the other side, you know. This is set to say as for fans, you know, flexible on the ball, very, very, very quick. On the ball there, set to give you everything. Everything, the movement. Set yeah, the coach beyond actually no. That is the kind of profile I said to say, oh, you want to mean training because I've been done it no. But set to say, so we are disciplined. You know it. So you're disciplined. Now Bobo and the man has full for. Young Isaac Mintaso, another quality striker from Adriana or Adriana Club, yeah, famous just in the channel. Now Juma Obabayano or Bayano Babato, I bet I'm more Tennessee. So now you're fighting on Tennessee to so okay, guess what? Yeah, Juma in a short term, Cotton fans have come to believe him. Kwame Poku is also back. Now, come on, let's say Isaac, Samson Eduku, and so Ababa so. Now, the chance Isaac Mintane, why never bought or free hefa, obey your day. Yes, if we're dressing room who 4 strikers here, Obajin Common American. Now, versus Isaac Minta, or be in the position from the far from was here and from right inside, from Benkuma from your from right inside at 1.78 meters. This guy, the height is very good. And at 24 years, I didn't know from a striker. I failed not reaching the prime. So Kotoko and a very, very good age in terms of the profile. Field games, our body goals, our shiny link up play, shooting, playmaking and creativity. ni nyina na Isaac betime ma 50 60 50 60 50 60 meaning say or ya akoye me all round forward. The number 10 for ne kakra no, the second strikers ye kakra, the wingers ye kakra, the center forward for ye kakra no. He's almost going to be like an all round forward, and idea ye difficult ball mo pa ye one-on-one situations. Keeper na PA na also so ni no. Very difficult for the goalkeeper and for the striker equally. It drew hadia we intelligent and now show and your power be brisa for what Jennifer Bonnet to net Isaac Nintanie. Now she go here tade nsa kosi fam tro bibi or form we ma de crawl maybe me hu na me busaro. But this was the goal. I don't know here link up play no she defend and na chiboko. Sometimes ball in to net but the striker be movement etimo was akwa we nyansa. She only defend and the ya come be first obey no free defender and chain. That is movement. Defender na Kababi, it's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but near Makeno, that is movement and positioning. So this is Isaac Minta. I catch you one-on-one the share the power. Who you defender na film no yasem, but why you na film we na the ball be turn net, you know. Some of fans in the original Konyano so no mo say na ball na turn net. You can find be here but on the ball no turn net and somebody follow. Isaac will bring joy to the fans of Kotoko. One-on-one biano, you can always be anticipating say ball be turn net. He's quick. And our confidence and composure in front of goalpost. Now Isaac make me a trouble about our fans in energy power. But you discuss it go no. Bono share no. First of all, on the starting link up play no. Watch it. And then tell me say, oh yeah, all round striker. Say come back Kenya the ball now, but the ball about drop here back. Versus stay in the midst of three defenders from Hasifok. Jibono Tony Kokoboko holding on to the ball. Say the can hold that play. So he links up, he holds up, and Sana dash the ball out to quality striker. So a Juma Babayano, a Bayer Juma Makutufans and no baby border. Now staying in between the two lines of Hasfolk. The first line in midfield, the second line in last line of defense, back four, and Kaunu women a Bayer Juma no charge about a Joma Bayer Juma no Fifi. And I will touch upon the echo. So linking up, holding up, and the last release. So I'm for 1 and 2 years after so releasing ball watching. And Sana watching. The do situation where and you baby a body free bank one wash it or should goalkeeper as well. Thinking at the same time, thinking double. Baby a body free baby or the better precision. So that is Isaac Minta. No should go yana boy no vibration be on move. Yana me pepa muenia jazzy. Watch this build up. Oh Bob Bonner pepa just as name I release boy ya call. Dr. Gumadi or pay a pan make show you. Pepa and no nya. This is Isaac Minta. Only couldn't do Yadom Reco. Now this is an overload of 3 defenders against 2. Brighter J and Isaac Minta. Omonie watch them. But this is Isaac Minta. Only couldn't do Yadom Reco. Watch the 2 players. For you to so first of all, we're beating couldn't do Yadom in having first possession. And to quite first over 10 couldn't do goalkeeper. So my catch now, Isaac is almost like an all-rounder in terms of definition of a forward. Or as a kakra. It told me no to me sha. What me drop it back and not just so bet me no be abo. And yamen kwana me jirastro GDA one top. Munjeja be yango me koko. No, Isaac can always assist. You saw that goal or created the man Brighter J. You saw this one or yeah, against the Gold Stars or Doma na Juma Badu Sports Complex. And the man Emmanuel Jamfi as so they told Joe Ban had absolute no clue. So Isaac Minta has arrived and we're about with a full package. The fitness in this Siswa, I think so about Krobia, and tactically how the coach will fit these guys into the squad. But as I started, these 2 guys happens to be the biggest moves this January. One for Hasfolk and one for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Let the second round roll on. Now you show how these guys impact, you know. Ebeye. League in the Ebrano, yes, no. You be coaching for back. Now what to show no so Saturday, you know, tot. Sajo.
Okay. So the money na maba me hoyi de. Mobile spectators. Naturally, you know, the reporter Bremo. Okay.
The only thing I say, best say, we should say as a bishop in Zah.
Yes. Yeah, announcement. Yes, Obeton. All right. I'm not comparing Sadosai to Robert Hammond, but some of his attributes. Okay, in no way is Seth Osei closer to Robert Hammond, and not even Bismarck Odoi. All right. Now I come black and anyway, Chichemono Abba. So I had Amuma Entie Moses Amapaka, and some Potiori Tuja at the FR old regime, no, and the MPP.
We do well as the government has changed now. I know good football is going to be on top, so we should all pray for the new coming president, President Mama. He believes in football, and I know we will achieve it in Ghana. NDC government is power on football, I'm telling you, and we've experienced it for 8 years. You know it, where football has gone. Don't blame anybody. You don't blame the Ghana Football Association. You blame the government. So now governments are changed. Let's see the way for it. In terms of football, the NDC, I'm telling you, they are great. We have experienced a bad football years, 8 years, bad one. Now the government has come. NDC is in power now. Let's see. I know we trust them. They know how to push. They will push. No football will do well as the government has changed now. I know good football is going to be on top, so we should all pray for the new coming president, President Mama. He believes in football, and I know we will achieve it in Ghana. NDC government is power on football, I'm telling you, and we've experienced it for 8 years. You know it, where football has gone. Don't blame anybody. You don't blame the Ghana Football Association. You blame the government. So now governments are changed. Let's see the way for it. In terms of football, the NDC, I'm telling you, they are great. We have experienced a bad football years, 8 years, bad one. Now the government has come. NDC is in power now. Let's see. I know we trust them. They know how to push. They will push.
So Ghana, I say, my emblem GF. It is a senka of pushing no, not try the crop potato. Oh, Jajan,
yeah, he left several questions. Ah, Nanka is a man commodio down.
Yes, a dahom. Yeah. Into when Uchim and Uchim say, Mamma lawyer Safuduku Aquaba. Law, I say,
you, Namyadum.
I didn't go fancy. It didn't come much. We should I was watching.
A chepa. So maybe I won't know. Maybe I'm some
yes, me here more and bow. Yes.
You'll be also one pass assembly.
Debbie.
Some about to meet my bazo.
Yes. So bit my bar. As I'm in your area, hope for an assembly, whom we are on. But they will be.
Oh, so they
were two guys and they are moving some money.
So, Muba, no business.
Or charge you
free day
out.
And as I say, I did.
What by a baby? I'm so dead.
Oh, I didn't. Somebody old car. That's how consistent. Anybody ought to say.
Yeah.
So be a super scarce animal. Design
okay. So we be able to congrats.
Thank you.
Na Anwakaye.
Sir.
Yes.
I was saying
now, own chabai.
Okay. Yamin all right. Now, on the lawyer, so now I didn't come kakra. Some I don't know. Sense to us, because almost Osrosra seven. No Busan and some Srosra seven. Yes, sir. Since we be a big kahona, young funny in our mouth.
But at the end of the day, he has what can I be?
What can I be? Bound checks him at the Cruntia, a man, and Fatu, who a woman, one MPP, the man, good football. On from Ray, I met emblem and a GF, the emblem MPP government. A serious, as I would say to the country. It's been fun to us.
General, entertainment kakra. They didn't kind of. The womb pan say, or compare 3 authorities, or compare then this MPP government and NDC government, and then the GFE. 3 institutions they involved here. First of all, Mr. Moses Amapaka Jiatum say football no a good assay. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And he's part of the game changer team. first 2019 na Moses or Georgia free camp.
Okay.
Obekaya ye ko sunwai.
Kaipa.
Yani ni ko shia.
Kaipa.
And then numere no ko sa ma ye sure. What you say?
Yeah.
Joint holding. Yes, it was just lovely. Moses is a lovely guy.
Sure.
Adana and I enjoyed it. Yeah. Fast forward, after 2019, the second election, Oswape camp, a free, Georgia free camp, Eba, game changer, Mr. Kett, ES, Okreku camp. In Tiene, not buying a also in terms of football,
yeah,
a GFA.
Yeah.
And what GDA say, any GFA for now, football, name my Ghana by. Then this year, by a baby, a football, a bekoye. You can't say a football now, and only dear. Your football no ye national teams. Omo money a day. And then your football no comprise also of club football.
Okay.
Now, a true baby sa who say, baby a bam kesipa in terms of performance, a national team no, and sometimes provision of facilities.
Yeah.
A whole year mind. Club football. Aban ru a woman no so. Aban ru a woman e club football. Ebi o ba de no so bebre. Baby abetumi aka ba ko ne say ebi aban hyehyeye. Ti say bia taxes a general stadium bo match a emasika free clubs ne ho. Emo nya sika. Ti say bia VAT. Omo ko bobo a VAT ne do bia na mre fi say 17.5% to omo timi di bibe keka ho abeta na do 22% or whatever. Enti sa ban bi baso na nhyehyeye no taxes ye more na egi sika free football for no wa e ma ye kasa aban ne hyehyeye e ma boboku awodo no ai akwa hihiem na be bisa ho say VAT for example one of the enema ye ka e hyase e wo the last 8 years ana. The answer is obviously no. I think it was the days of Professor Mills. And the buy, it's been there. And she says, "Be a bobo." And Mammy Kennedy say, "Sky a GG free class no stadium near the Adeno." And you say, "I buying she say." We are not the free honor. Clubs now, or more players in Telcrum had a new baby and near Chow Medino. I buy road near there here. Ofa empo. Clubs in the fire, so munya stadium, muntiminya, training pitches, so mu muntiminya. Now say FA Koji Sika 3 day free a year FIFA, so mu be who's a lot of them are not functioning well. No, what is the rule of our buying? Yeah. Clubs in the Africa, muni and now say, meaning years in the days of NDC government. Never been new Hosebia clubs in the Africa, be a buying the sum and a buy we buy, we year free one. But let's get back to the national team football. Yes, in recent times, our national teams are not doing well. Is it the government that appoints coaches? Is it the government that appoints what do you call it? Call up players. Bono blasters for no bono muntumi mono. Minim say aban no major role pa ye say bi omo pay them. Omo win bonuses na bi aban ni ntua. Eno de edu ba bi a ubetimi de subona bo aban no. But in recent times I'm not sure we are experiencing black stars for say bia ye moye training the sense say ye sika mai. A fine football for na decisions of actions and inactions. Enti na me no ya adwen say na nkese se nipa na oni Mr. Moses Amapaka edi nkomo no obe busen mu ye bia no no so wonkyeremu bia de make e ma adwen mu. Otherwise I'm struggling to understand nsem na wo kan. Edru ba bia ene yeti we sa aban se obeyi GFA president amaye aban se obeyi ESCO member amaya FIFA for be banie football for musim mo na mu yi mo amade Timo amuko yi na football na ajemunsam muntumi nya yenyin free GFA for some fan koto amanso. You know, trust me, if you're an NDC member, don't be happy with this kind of narration, because President His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama Ebe and yet there's on Ebe running Ghana Premier League amaye se football for na anya omuni eme yi referees are edge bribe referees sit players Referees ACC clubs. Referee could deny your dreams in or the saying Accra Lions. I could do match it and time or be a can once it's all over in the social media. The next week the referee is on assignment.
As a fourth referee.
As fourth referee. Yeah. The next week. And similarly the job will be a cabby, including former ESCO members. Everybody is complaining. The arrogance of it. The next week to hell with everybody. The guy should go work again. And Sanyama when you know Koswa. Enti ye near the blame akwa. Look, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on all my appointing referees that. Uncle Bassett referees bedi match the whole season in Tiomuka. Na Ghana buying a beba betua. Enti referees na in Tiomuka no. Referee to me free. Ware tamale. No abesia kwa Accra. Okodi match ebe okoda hotel 1 day 2 days. Near man 1,000 Ghana cedis. How would that referee survive? He will live on the magnanimity of the clubs. And he will return those favors to them. Unto me, 1,000 pam match now free bolga eba bedi non kraino 1,000 pa I'll bet the hotel 2 days so be a fawuka as 1,000 so no e betime di 3-4 months na maya we sure sen ko beko me kan wa ha say wo kire wo yire ekoma wo kire na dwamamo yes wo kire wo yire ekoma wo kire na dwamamo yeah ekwan omu faso a referees ni di matches omu nti omu ka no wo be kire ne bribe je enti club ne ka chenso ya pe hotel ama obekwa akoda wo feed no bibia no ya take care of it obedi no onye di sa aduane ni wie no e bibia yo kogina park ni so nipa ye nipa bra obeye de oye no sa adoye no he will return that favor enti all these things are going on. We sit down and turn back and say baby I'm saying that say yes I dare now we NDC near don't be happy with this because football for no try so push their inefficiencies towards the government of the day.
Ebisu awahwe NDC manifesto no especially on football. The abanisi oba ye de amagana football especially clubs no. If you are hot no coffee no they can sama.
Sir.
Yes.
The all Canada or can they come okay. Or compare no NDC
government no ni ade papa bia ma
football for
na omo ka ho na football na say ma emblemu F
you know so omo na say no because omo ka ho na say you
so ma emblemu F
once we don't blame the FA we should blame the government of the day. Right. I'm thinking that Mr. Ama yes government no one the rule play but the core architects of baby football they drew no and trust
FA no
okay we shouldn't run away from it me who say or swear at this one free so not the akoshama in your phone. Meanwhile, Monamaya manifesto, Ako round, I campaign. Actually, the mobile in football. No. Sabe, Kati ni 2 times in Nano, Odina and the MPP. Now, Odino, our trying to manifesto, those promises. No. Many shows I know I expect this. I have buying and everybody their money.
Okay.
Creating wealth.
Sika ahodo some of the coaches ni ade nyina no mo ntua mfama omo no free why no yasem kakraka national team coaches omuntua omuka players no ko excel wo outside the country omuntua sika no mfama omo no cry free ho no ma o kai nema bia na omo assign your promises na ade omo mfama players ni coaches no
you see baby yes the okay can I indicated it here but I am here say escaping me
yeah
baby baako a aban twam no omanya anye ni appointment of national team coaches especially from the youth level under 17 from the head coach the assistant the goalkeepers trainer the mazua whatever ombetime di 6 months ni obi enti omukada
yes no
and almost they don't complain
that's what we do free
then
so when you
first of all
why are you crying for
that
lawyer be Mike no first of all a cry first or appointee omo
refugees can be complaining
another thing you ask yourself which people have been appointed as mazua as ball boy as coach assistant near day in too far under 17 boys under 17 girls under 20 men under 20 women oko under 23 ase ho nyina ebia no ye were about 10 workers in each of them. None of them has working contract. At the end of the month nobody is paid. And that is a responsibility on the part of government of the day, which they should have looked at.
It will be crying no share $100,000 I want to approve here at the Black Stars Management Committee members. Why? A governor approve it. Yes. Yeah. Someone was power, someone be cancelled. I don't know. Number to say she, but surprisingly, almost what you say.
But they know good football. They know it didn't contribute to say football. A train or minor is kind of baby.
Unimia only one way a month for deals. I don't know. Our money is almost a brepa. I'm a Ghana footballer.
That huge man could have been used to invest in the other sporting.
Yes. And the majority say be areas being a buy no. But so I'm gonna go football no completely.
Because you are talking about government. You are talking about governments. Also in terms of new sports infrastructure, AstroTurfs, and then regime. Why you be seeing a buying beer? Until when you get to say Bianca says Kano could have been used for infrastructure, they will also tell you say under a regime, then not the whole country had I think about 3 AstroTurfs.
No, but are they enough?
And I'm care before them. They had about 3. Yeah, now we have over 100 and something.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Into push it Mozamapaka.
I think Mr. Amma should come and explain for that. Because he's in football and probably he understands it. Semenko can say, a binet to no eka no any FM film. No say by name the GFA. That's why I even have a major problem. Because most of the running of football is entrusted in the hands of the FE.
Alright, the entity who can come. I mean, call Andy Kem so. I mean, Sana 9 ultimately mubia the Georgia free years so the 2 to Jano. Okay, say Uhuya Nanga Oko Hura Cousin that you are and ka every about one ka Manasa and Farmer go win here. Nti omunye sa mistake ni biom next elections abekọ na ase na futu ewo bia no and so dia mother
so ni na pray na bubu o ba were
okay
ni hunye hu second
okay enti the fanka we hu na me call lawyer so yeah
uba background of 2 minutes I will also be interested in that.
You know nipa no interview Ramusisa Mapaka de ni kwa so push ni ko ba bia asem ni nyina ne se abana omukotuma president Ketie Sokrekunu wagu omodimase na so omubedi atum se abana omukoto nipa na odu omunu wagu Ghana football no nti no okasa
na aban fa ho be
se nti no ya kwasa aban
aseme na okay
na jinu a
tati do nipa na abeso bondi di na de kwasa aban a ono enka ho
so what the politics are be wuram is obviously the obey ano no
do hu say aban na
no jinu ane masanam kan want masa
so who say ket the government
yes
okay
partly like Sir Franco Naro said, you agree say at a point untimi blame mu nyina abla obeja aban na free.
So they also know one you.
Yes, because you know your fan national team coach in Piadaka. Yetimi for be national team omo match ni apam. So we under 17 coach omo match ni apam. Your for be under 17 coach about the contract. Yes, one year duma. But you have an FA president who have 5 teams. In the history of football it has never happened anywhere. Or 5 teams. You call up and the teams in Kwana go bebia from under 17 to bebia. U football in Koya was a yaban. Referees now omo a D matches changes score line. Ball you team say a clear no almost the same yaban. Bet in the first matches are El Kosu Kruma ESCO members. Any omo part of FA president and uncle for a dear dancer. You know, do you blame the government for that? No. It's your born a guno. Ramusisa Mapaka ntumu say abana omokoto ye ni game changer na omkodi akire say obi asro so obeba beka because one here na team kra ye gu no ana wakọ relegation enti obi ape baabi na ode akọ akọche na say we da bia meka me see the entia ye football ni yie ne say omo wo mu no omo hu anything wrong with the FA Sajo omo ye football kroma no omo hu anything wrong with the FA na nka wo Ghana Premier League o league na wo sponsorship kra bi ni so o TV right will be carry free. You don't see anything wrong with this. You are blaming the government.
Government no go blame you say.
You know how? Enti onindia oka. Na hia so obi pushing the man chere hu him. Onindia oka, you know.
Onindia oka, me nyintum so onindia oka.
Onindia oka.
On can is direct.
And one oka no.
na ban of the machine.
Was and I'm saying another person can no buji no akwa go tire
oh you're wrong and you're right.
He's wrong.
Yes, and I mean no yeah.
Yes, I'm saying he's wrong, but buji no one there.
Oh, blaming the wrong person.
Yes, exactly. You know, exactly. He's blaming the wrong person.
I don't go blame my how.
Did you know?
Wabra onim the old capa say we na person good he can some.
You know, the opera check baby ah. It is saying nyina ne say Ghana football, the so-called football people don't see anything wrong with the FA. They don't see anything wrong with the person who is administering our football. He is a failure and they must accept that they voted for a failure. That is it. Obi an komo aba bi adi. Ye ball here aba for me na obi an hwe ni penny nyon. Ball nkra obi ahwe kra unya bi hwe. You go and blame the government for that. Na nke ede akotoko ba atakwa afi de muso mo ntwa. Ede afi de muso mo ntwa. Eno na yaban. Enya ban TV writer ne okọ teams akese ni Liga papa wo wias clubs edi nyeska ebo to sustain them no mo nko league ya mo boy de obi so obetwa do $300,000 mo finish omo mpe ngofo ntwa ni free and you know you go blame the government for that eya omunya isa no onyum tisi e ball no time omo cha ase so omo ye no be bia ball na ba be duru ne no ena egu nti omo mo nipa na odi ball na nim na chi so that be obe wake up 2 years left you know see a ball san kokoye say ade ani ahwe aga na kra ball de nche ntimi mo bi o say
aban o baby a bit ma blame no eno ye areas bia na ye kan wasam no akatuasem ne
omko under 23 ni akobi check so actually players na say oh mo boy ye chi na ye de mam e be si na check no mo ntua yes obusa call chan tournament oh mu wie ya ye de mam next month ni 2 years you ntua players there. So from that perspective, you can blame the government.
Yes, cushion clubs, no kakra.
Yes, at least
gates, no.
Yes,
yes.
Yes, at least. So omo Africa club meet me support omo kape. Ni nyina omo nye. But you know, yeah, what happened last year? It drew election time. No, FA no nso nya sika de to ton prize money for the Ghana Premier League because ye ba beto aba. Afo ehun so omo yes ah. There be ye busa mi kika tire say FIFA sika ni bi no omo ye omo de ba be to league in so man it was because of the elections. Okay. So the bear a bit pushy clubs no makoto Obama president. Into your born new gua. Leave the government and blame the man in the helm of affairs. Now on the issue of President Kosina Techidian. Ono aka President Kosina Techina aka say your friend no train omo nyina be fee. Eno no omo kasa so omo nkoto market. Tina na no na make say your born na egu no President Kosina Techika ho e bi ne your born egu no. But you know President Kosina ti satam ne only the same o satam ne de no control bibia still I mean
ideas didn't go be woni dream
any ideas no we dey okoshi obgo kan say ideas ya
na dey no go jim free kosi
o say
dey na o say
o kan any ideas o say satam ti no control football bibia ti say the president get control bibia
okay don't never share the money about
kotuma we no atira de kro mu wi ana bobia ehun aye kama na omo de ko
Nyantechi is still strong
you know and then microphone ni bibiri ni system ni
okay
enne microphone ni bibiri ni system ni say jo President Nyantechi at that time you know the power na kura no ne na ma obi akra ja sa say jo enne de na ho di ni nuru so kan no those times he controlled everything in our football obi ya na yo no you know obi and who so a mistake kura no mbebo na baso no de ene te say dear Mr. Ansamo ye ya oye mistake kura no mba bebo na baso ne won krofo a no mbo na baso for committing a blunder but ene dear that time no I agree with George say nko ko ne na say nka ne krofo na no mo hotel ho akra no mu nyina atwi ko ye no kasa nkrofo no nko mu ntwi nko but ene dear if you want to win the election at the FA you need to go beyond President Kosina Nyantechi you know because niama be brasa we game ni mo ene omo control ni omo
to who say o influence bia wo obia
ene di sa say you ene di ni para ho do ne isa say you ene di sa me ditum say ye die ya o nkrofo o mo do ne ho but you know you can scan around ene di o say you know election ni nyina ye je na to eno na omo koye ye je no e
no ko ko election kura ni yi o just no you know what was
General
yeah lawyer doctor
I'm struggling to understand George opesa okopanya Ntechicho because wonu no ho ana because opesa be FA president
open kabomu
No, in common, the contest is about election and his aspiration to become a president. What I say? The contest in common with the Indian. Or shall I say, now on your papa no problem, and Uncle Corn one could be a president.
At that time.
And what Church Marco say, or Bequac or Nina Cocasa, or Nina Campbell, because he thinks he can be the FA president, unless I'm misquoting. If that is my understanding, it sounds a bit weird to me. Because we are so no binya problem. Seunya nuhua ukopanicho because we know. But se ukopanicho because of nia openo de wo animu dia. Ene na komano ye bibi fufro.
Temango, he said it on Asempa that he has already apologized to him. I've not listened to the interview. Meaning send the OTV so there. I've not listened to what you are talking about.
Time woman committee, you know, 2-3 minutes. Be a Mamuzo Mudabetus General. Kibia KT, Nasem.
Moses.
George Diano.
Oh, George Diano. Okay, yes, I take a crave. I'm running call. But I'm a call lawyer, so on a fee me back from back club level. Na me no twetwe nkomo kakra ho se bia ye ka me nye so say o ja for interest a ko atwe mic ne dada ya bana me pin no nkomo
asesire ko na
na me hwe do weka yentie George Free kakra bi okay senye ready there
okay
na yen kosonaro
yeah general mame in the 30 seconds on the most of the issue is got to do with that message I speculated around purportedly written and sent to Mr. Kusinyan Techi by George Free. I agree with George 100%. Say, Sabreno, enka Kusinyan Techi influence at that time. Mkenye si biya bidru baby edri. Probably, omanitrimu ye de, niti ye debroso, nitrimu ye de debroso. Ena, yes, I'm from so an election there. You don't give any vote chance. I also agree with Andy saying Techi influence on people who vote. Assistant Bibri, because we no club administrators at that time. If I referee. But there are still people who think that where they are, no, they are there because of Kwesinya Ntechi. And in elections of this nature, I think 130 or so, no, every single vote is important. Simple. So, we need to reconcile it. Never man a 3 vote crana is massive. You see, the last election, it's not even the issue of whether Oninya Ntechi is fine or not. Through senior Moshisha Omonkrata and Ankuye Nabanoko, when you chance to contest alone, there was no contest. And Timadriam say yes, Nipa the only sign name from Soba. A chopana reconciliation is very important. But no one can say any team non so. Senior Bayo Majume no maluku so appealing, especially at a point in time where a bimpo occurred in 2 terms in a Babanary, you know. Maybe George is the next thing.
All right. Moses Amapaka should come again. When his team in Diema was playing fixed matches with Heart of Lions and Karela Atakwa, which till today, they Midiema have not posted those matches highlights on their official Facebook page, which they do always. How can that be the problem of the government, NPP? How can the NPP be the cause of our failure? If our football have integrity, Midiama will have been relegated like Ash Gold and Inter-Allies. But now Moses Parker is in bed with the FA. He should come again before he brings, before we bring more facts about his wrongdoings and that of his team, Midiama and their cronies. Wow. Kwame Shanghai. There also the Abba and Spain Boga. And he knows that President Keto Kreku has powers now. Then he should advise Mr. Kumsin not to contest the Galca chairmanship. Okay. Spain Boga and so anyway Brian. Menko ni dakon and so the way by I'm sure ni dakon the menko lawyer ho. Ni dakon say Mr. Moses Amapaka can do his politics, but he should do it with fidelity and honesty. This purely political. Neutral people don't sound this way. When Midiama qualified for the Champions League, they had support from the government. The then Member of Parliament, Mr. Mirikuduka, gave them all the support by leading them to Parliament House for support. This is very unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate statement. Okay, Nana Dakon and Adiwe and Sufri and Cry. Bray MPP. Also, my Yebiama Mediama pa inti Mospaka Umiana no kra. Moji League, who the MPP governor, our regional minister, Western, Moses Mirekuduka, Mekai, the Speaker of Parliament, okay, Right Honorable Alban Bagman. Also, yes. In the Wunkwa, Krabia on Camedia, Master, no Ghana football in general. You ever to us, Semi, so. Mamiko lawyer Hoka Kranafi, league, message, league, no, and so I want to some crabby. I thought to answer, I do me know about my breaking news over for about the transit. Law. You? Yeah.
Me and Disney.
Ubiani, Muriasia.
Momfa MPP wa kwatena fia momon enyino mo
yes
and ye nanya nanya montimi nka na makoye club see with no sem ni wo no mo a ngenya be kapa but
yes
e kira sem dina e di eni hwe ni ma bebre no
ya montimi anka ne wane be
say oh yeah no me chairman ho to say na enya me dia
okay
ma ko relegation
say ye jai say enti ho mu pa dia
do ko relegation
oh David
okay
Jai is in Jung Bianca.
Our council
can some be but
can't you be a
embrace see. The future stars you go to do a crack.
Okay.
Let's say from Pomason. We are him.
Yeah.
You want to born power features as another clubs here. On for an happy.
Okay.
Mubia when you do say so on quan clubs in quan.
Yeah.
When you said the clubs a hand on mobile. Na yawie no kutoka nsusu asem ntaminam
okay
ni titire jo samuka efe nsem se football akofem ne yayi na no obi esu osunani me me jinse kotoko no eye so big say se football no kra say kra mpa isutu ene mayi a ebetimi ade ho
okay
we can create an FA within the FA.
Is that possible?
Yes, I can.
The Matim who say no dey be you.
Yabi enye sana me kono.
Okay.
Say ye gina ho na se de ho so a de yen kasa ebetini kotoko na ye no ebema other clubs no kra so akeka mo ye di kan jo unse na nsia kotoko in Africa no
yeah
sa euphoria na surround Africa bo no hunhunu
yeah
asa de America nkra no nyina obia eka nti nkra de abanse kotoko jo yen sorry because you was sika you were dumb you were to me say ebetimi I be BSC be an Eddie League no Africa. I come be azo. Juba bia. Ezo bu mi sem kura na wo dia ezo bu.
Eh.
Say. Many abri na mba yo nya say.
Foul means no.
Yes, me dem foul means e kwam papa so.
Ko bu obi nsem to kwam papa so.
Na dem panifo so on somebody na ebu mu no. So waje ma de. Na wo se fama na fama me ya. Se bitima bu mu so fama na waje ma de kwa. Na ma fa de no kwa na ma koye kweze o police station. It do. League no be adun kotoke betimaji yem fasika to me ni edom enye league no
okay
ya keka efunu ya kama dampa me kama na apenkra free ameko no
okay
medika kana me kan no na fa say de me kan say nkomodie ba say de e official
okay
se kwam bia so do because kotoko no keka no na say ye gina zo a uhu se ni masesa e wo mayem share investment ya ye recruitment ya do enya some good oh players about team
two for boka
ye pa two for bosumen nso 25 bia was momaji me ana media sika wo momaji nko bibia ye papa ye bese bia na prepare so betwe sika enti clubs nkiti bi ne omo ne ye ne kwa ne yesu se we references ye we say ni kwa se bisi biem yo was sika ye wo to me yo wode fa twi form so mu buo mo sem jiji mo sa ne nko nyeli
lawyer
de ne yeka
o TV ni re
de ne yeka that is the fact of the matter the class Bob African I want this Africa be akwa so me boa when the last time I was ma reporters on comment to Crown Africa you mo yem fa no kura mo asem yan kan kura ne say
no can do be any problem but
method
na as
method be
e crude
method be ade ne ye dia
yem tintim mo sem mu bu mo sem
ko Manchester no ye no sa na class akese no na ekro e de na kotoko betina na woni class kitu bi ko bona yesu say yesisi ye eni kwa so obi sisi ebiem
ali nkontintim obi ansa o
ali unu nyama muti Egypt wo mo ye me kan san tintim anya no boni zo e kwampa so
enko bu obi ansa
e kwampa so na me de kan me kan no e kwampa ni so
I want the recruitment papa
e bi na me kan no
kese do di wuram a top the best players around.
It is Obi per player now so
and planning well.
Obi per player. Now got so penalty is catching to Musa Sana Miche.
Oh,
Sana a comparison America.
Okay,
sir. Yeah, boy, match ha. And now I will book. Let's say to near my ye. Now referee Yasum did the match in yes, ye. Now I want to control security here. And you never got to phone on the dead. No. Communities in here, you presidents and you never got to phone and very follow. It is exactly Obi could dear Kotoko matcha. Now your corner, your cosy here because referee no only protection. Now Kotoko Kusuniaba. Kotoko now where club beyond supported by 20 pe. Kotoko. As a manager, Kamokan. Any service bium. Any service bium. But say, this is a young referee in the Beijing match when I sound my business security
club could be Kobona referee could see.
I didn't say a business, referee more as a best. And I can as any contour reference in BBI,
lawyer Safuduku.
You need a contour referee,
and he says, club
Debbie.
Now Kotoko Yakusi Sido no Kikem.
When I know your Bob was the first match, your first man name is newly promoted Nibi. You almost see yes, woman, I almost drums. I just am about you, young apostles. I'm about draw Kotoko home, no, I did say. I'm going to crowd of you. Giggle. I don't know, this woman. I say, eh, who about Kotoko draw in Kazai? If you cause a DTA, one of them was say, yes, this woman. That was a Kotoko. And it was a Kotoko. I do, Mummy. Nana so wait and then munyam for pow. Umpa no na wutum se be ma pa prim. Sika wo fie oni munyam. Na wo so. So na league we de. E friends ase a e mo ye kra. Do me sisi
is my 4 signings.
Nyina begum. Na wo decide players over local league. Do see any ho ansan ko Africans in bia mo a. Amam fo hu se sia kese no.
Okay.
Because there be any first division for ye mbaba ya na ebo bon sa. Ye ko basake ni akobo draw. Basake. You now me uncle.
No, look down.
You look down. Omo ngasa ko munim. Ara no man kasa matters asa aka nya yenya ba no. Nti se because aka no nim se kotoko kese anti me we ka boni. Some matters go Africa do 100 team so. Mumu ko se first na ko Africa.
Na kotoko tiwo.
Na kotoko na some matters na.
Na some matters.
Ko Africa na mo ba. Da bia ade di omo chi. Ni esa se local league no. Unum ye level nya local league asamo. Ese brebia yi ho ko Africa. Ne the last of all nusa de ko boso biem because otumfo awoso no say bibia mu hie bia mayama mo. Because he can't kotoko. Ko ye can't ta onya fe ne ye ko se diska. E di efeso ma sponsorship boy en fa player bia se no aso so ba kotoko. Ni kwase ko player kra e jesu mo. Who can go first time?
Na sam rentwem.
Eche him na
ko sikana de ko pero no
club. En ba Africa so ba ayi no. Remade no obetimi ko ntwa nam. Ah, and you best say go na go and cause about Madrid. Obetimi ko ntwa nam. Obetimi ko ntwa say Madrid boy no so no or come Madrid obetimi ko ntwa nam. E di ntia. Mighty Madrid. Emre no ho. Who can go first time no? Ade be player na san nyama ko du obuase. Ko jo no time no. Eh, akom ko jo na me ra ho pa. Sika ne dey. Sika. Na ko sika ye wona bi na go first no mo. Go do na ho dia. Go to the show obuase na ho dia.
So time na good for winning to aso.
Ko fa ko si ni soje. E ko fa ko ni Ibrahim num. Mo want masa.
Na sika.
Oh, jo. Kotoko sadia no. Ye na ese ye sadia no. Obi pass ese crabo na no sika na vagili. Crabo na me no sika. E ja kotoko. Some of this crabo no sika ja kotoko. Bibi sa ko sika ja kotoko.
No way.
Jo, and you must say yo, we say yang was your one. Like e pass ese no support the na be sa ba. Kan you man am coach the man ahomachia ye mano. And e be say sa ba because ni na da so.
The clubs in Ketwana again no na kotoko so ye.
Omo kwa ye che yen. Na na ka kuso na ma referee say ye no. Referee organ na no sisi
kotoko akadi no kwa
e di no kwa se di no so sorry because Ghana have population no kotoko control be 80%. Die ke kan no money supporters be yawo na wo ko share kotoko be so wo a ne de doma ba wo betra sorry so be kotoko ono na be kotoko na ko no ko mo nyina anya kotoko bo enti bibia message o e na ase ache ya da ho che ba mam fo kana mi ja safo ko kama ye na ono betimi aka no kra na wo no me so be ka maka friend baby aso meba
nimra
ye na we ye even go ade ade no kra na ye sen ka kotoko Africa na kan ya ka woti domi ntumpan yes sane
ade si send the autumn so sunsun bi abakrom a andi mebo a no mo na tana mo yankura na mo hu nyama ne ye ayi no na betwa ka be frank no dog enti se do sa de na se saba we go to for na se club no magye bibi mo ye bia mo nye na Africa na se dika ko we na esa enkanya yi na supporters no kotoko ne Libana ko hese di mo na hu dom go a efe ne ko mo so yen
ohine ye prepared say the mo pe bia obeya mama that kind of lawyer
esa say ye ne FA ye ne say ye FA president
planning and the teams you know every technical team no ebeba the players beba they are planning well
Kotoko should decide or determine who becomes the FA president because you
Kotoko they had to
has to come to say has a but you don't be kind in terms of numbers you can say Gina Brani do many abro mo kwana sanse de bia no yen kansem no
I mean that bra I mean him so over title to say
the Kotoko agendumu reclaiming the Kotoko status yeah because something should happen
the man restoring
do supporters in omo support omo TV say omo hu say bibi cause so mo ba ese bibi chumba study because you bet fani pa 80,000 begu ana hu say bibi wo baby sure entirely no omo ti ada bibi asa o ada say dey na ada bisine
all right what the man is saying is true. Ghana League is Kotoko's birthright. I like his new style. Jeff, anyway, if you want to, messages there, Bebrebe, La Savudukus Modi, Bano, and so, I don't know. Andy, you trying to tell league matches, and you have about 2 minutes. Now, you have in eye. So, be able to pick up 3 or 4 big cry. He pana, meaning, Samra Boya, has some Summertex.
You know, very tough.
Yeah.
Has after the Kotoko game, Oma cruising throughout, and games are only say very difficult. First, no only Legon City is bomb match and then the Maum, but listening, you know, my team has scaled through a games or my team abono. You know, has worked for me. Should be a draw in summer boy.
Kotoko vision.
Oh, Kotoko beat vision. You know.
Oh, okay. In Shatamane Karela. Oh,
in Shatamane win.
Oh, okay. Holy Stars, Adriana.
Holy Stars win at home.
Accra Lions need Gold Stars.
Gold Stars, double chance Gold Stars.
Chelsea Mediama, big game.
Oh, you know pressure.
Okay.
I'm expecting Brekum Chelsea to win. Slim one.
Okay. Nations is Heart of Lions.
Big game.
You know, Nations Heart of Lions. You know, very, very.
Yes. Young Apostles and so any Bechem United. The Nations out of line what they
make a draw.
Draw. Okay. And a Young Apostles and so need Bechem United.
And also make a draw.
Okay. Legon Cities. Dreams FC. A form home for me.
You know, double chance for Dreams FC.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the best here. Lawyer Safu Duku my last word no. Nafi ya peje mu breaking news abidafo and so about the transit. Maybe that the team will bro so no and so and no. Then I did chat to a lawyer.
You need to know match. The past the status in Ghana football. Ningi na watch match wo baba ya.
Okay.
Wo dey supporters mu start say enso no. You show up na ye abre. E dom no ba. E be pushing pen for no sam pakoto supporters na saba.
Okay.
Go mo vie, mo vie. Ye ni ba bia ye ko ho a na chira yemra na nyefe. Na me say next 2 matches e bo no home ni dey. The first 6 points na say league no na na so age no. To chira wo bia ntafie.
Okay.
Very fantastic. Boys na new players na ba.
All right. Honorable Kojo Bajiman so always say Pep Guardiola happy. Kojo Bajiman. All right. Sapadova,
maybe my club be so the birthday wish, but unfortunately intimate show picture no.
Okay.
In Shraba Adjoa Dakunwa Anane.
Okay.
Pentecost Preparatory School Abrepo.
All right.
In Shraba, a very special happy birthday from Michael Abibiu.
I see. Wow. Messages are Eba my lawyer. No, because I don't do me no abo. And easy crowd. Wow. Quite beyond Bafasubia. About for someone who are doing papa. The messages, you know. Wow. You never see breaking news. And it was so am I. Yami had my live commentary. A free sentence nina and so at the Abremo. Doctor Mpaucho,
Gala
OG Gala no
yes
10
and then the semi-final neighbor so
yeah
Kwedu Yard Masanti Newtown
yeah
na final na nkese basu china no e de ko echina na otwe
okay
ni nyina ne say regional police command no
okay
any organizers ne di nhyiemu na echina unim say echina ade akwesi de
yeah
Asante tenasi
yeah president Baha
Ghana mampenye yeah. from soba aposi for no be so busy and they think that say omuma ye de security
yeah
we any free also yes to yes friend him for be
yeah
the sun say china ya de
ni na kwa consider yeah
to me ma enti e bought third place in the 4 p.m. na the final na ko china na okay
okay all right e da munyina se e basa ni mo share video breaking news up next yakramo
Boss.